John Hastings, providing delicious chat that you shall be tasting. We'll be bridging to watch Mojo and how Chris promotes the show, trying to avoid phone death and occasionally having fantastic guests. You're watching Chris and John have a chat.
Oh no, the Canadians are coming.
The hummus chums and the mist of a machine combine to make the ultimate team. Chris, BETTS, and John Hastings, providing delicious chat that you shall be tasting. We'll be cringing to watch Mojo and how Chris promotes the show, trying to avoid phone death and occasionally having fantastic guests. You're watching Chris and John have a chat.
Oh no, the Canadians are coming.
The hummus chums and the mist of a machine combine to make the ultimate team. Chris, BETTS, and John Hastings, providing delicious chat that you shall be tasting. We'll be cringing to watch Mojo and how Chris promotes the show, trying to avoid phone death and occasionally having fantastic guests. You're watching Chris and John have a chat.
Oh no, the Canadians are coming.
The hummus chums and the mist of a machine combine to make the ultimate team. Chris, BETTS, and John Hastings, providing delicious chat that you shall be tasting. We'll be cringing to watch Mojo and how Chris promotes the show, trying to avoid phone death and occasionally having fantastic guests. You're watching Chris and John have a chat.
Oh no, the Canadians are coming.
The hummus chums and the mist of a machine combine to make the ultimate team. Chris, BETTS, and John Hastings, providing delicious chat that you shall be tasting. We'll be cringing to watch Mojo and how Chris promotes the show, trying to avoid phone death and occasionally having fantastic guests. You're watching Chris and John have a chat.
Oh no, the Canadians are coming.
The hummus chums and the mist of a machine combine to make the ultimate team. Chris, BETTS, and John Hastings, providing delicious chat that you shall be tasting. We'll be cringing to watch Mojo and how Chris promotes the show, trying to avoid phone death and occasionally having fantastic guests. You're watching Chris and John have a chat.
Oh no, the Canadians are coming.
The hummus chums and the mist of a machine combine to make the ultimate team. Chris, BETTS, and John Hastings, providing delicious chat that you shall be tasting. We'll be cringing to watch Mojo and how Chris promotes the show, trying to avoid phone death and occasionally having fantastic guests. You're watching Chris and John have a chat.
Oh no, the Canadians are coming.
The hummus chums and the mist of a machine combine to make the ultimate team. Chris, BETTS, and John Hastings, providing delicious chat that you shall be tasting. We'll be cringing to watch Mojo and how Chris promotes the show, trying to avoid phone death and occasionally having fantastic guests. You're watching Chris and John have a chat.
Oh no, the Canadians are coming.
The hummus chums and the mist of a machine combine to make the ultimate team. Chris, BETTS, and John Hastings, providing delicious chat that you shall be tasting. We'll be cringing to watch Mojo and how Chris promotes the show, trying to avoid phone death and occasionally having fantastic guests. You're watching Chris and John have a chat.
Oh no, the Canadians are coming.
The hummus chums and the mist of a machine combine to make the ultimate team. Chris, BETTS, and John Hastings, providing delicious chat that you shall be tasting. We'll be cringing to watch Mojo and how Chris promotes the show.
Oh, hello, everybody. Welcome to yet another stream. Chris is, I don't know where Chris is, but I came on board to welcome his raid.
John, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Chris. What's going on?
John, I'm lost in the cove.
Chris, no, don't go by the cove. Hang
John,
on.
I went to the cove. What am I supposed to do?
I'll take drugs to conjure your spirit. No, we're getting high now, bro.
Oh, no.
Seriously, though, where are you? Are you just lost in the cove?
Yeah, I'm just lost in the cove.
Do you have barnacles on your boots? Chris?
No, thankfully. But if I stay in the cove much longer, I might.
You might.
John,
is it time to sing your old?
John, can you hear me?
Hey, it's time to sing our favorite old sea shanty. And the peak of the valley. Know what I like about this is in no way does it just seem like Chris is playing with the exposure of his camera to get his green screen to work. That's what I like about it.
John. Help me, John.
You know what's amazing about this is it looks far more high tech than just playing with the exposure rate. Although the exposure rate's kind of messed up because I can still see the A in Chris's hat.
John.
As in a good friend. Not the cove. I know. Put a smile on anyone's face getting a raid. It certainly does, especially from you. My gun is huge.
I love the raid, John.
Why is it black and white? Is my question. Is that power of the cove?
Question. Oh no, the cove has sent me back in time.
I hate the cove. I don't want to talk about the cove anymore.
Oh, the cove doesn't like that at all.
Oh yeah. Well, guess what, cove? Fuck off. Yeah. I took down the cove. The cove didn't see swearing coming. Hey, cove, fuck you. Everybody sing it with me. Everybody knows where you can fuck off. That's the cove. Chris, what do you have to say about that? Fuck off. Yeah, everyone head to the cove. Chris, are you at the cove? Fuck off! Yeah! Everybody knows Chris is at Fuck Off Cove. Do you have any seashells to sell at Fuck Off Cove? No, I don't. My mic-up just fell off the fucking table. Fuck Off Cove. Let's go to Fuck Off Cove. Welcome back, Chris. Welcome back, Chris.
Thanks, man. Your song...
Fuck off, Chris! Fuck off, Chris! Everyone knows this song is longer than that. Now it's over. No, it's not. It's like November rain. It goes on much longer than you thought it would. And at the end of it, Slash walks out of a church and plays a fucking guitar solo and has sex with me. I have sex with Slash every day. Let's go to Chris. Chris, have you ever had sex with Slash from Guns N' Roses?
No.
Only I sing on the stream. You better not fucking start singing. All right, hey man, how are you doing?
I'm all right. How you doing?
Oh, good. It's been so much has happened since we've last spoke.
Really? Has it been a big old weekend for the haste?
Big old weekend, pal. So I missed a stream last week. I can now say what happened is a member of my family had the opposite of no cancer.
Oh,
so he had all of the cancers. No, he had one cancer, and he died. And it was his wishes that it was kept quiet, so we kept it quiet. And then his job just posted something on the internet. So then I was just like, well, now I'm telling people because yes, he wanted to keep it very quiet. He went very privately. It was very, very sad. And it's a real reeling thing. It's one of those things because he decided that he wasn't going to share his diagnosis with anyone outside of his immediate family, which I like. You have to absolutely respect. It's his body. But at the same time, you're also kind of like, oh, what the hell? It's like a double surprise. It's also like, it's like the opposite of a surprise party when a friend is there. It's like you walk into an empty room and there's just a note that says, fuck you. And you're like, well, what the hell? And then it's like, oh, and also the guy who wrote that note is dead. So it was a real rough old time. But thank you, everyone. By the way, I like everyone in the stream clearly playing a guessing game over which one of us had tragedy, which is why we took time off.
Yeah.
Which
That was very fun.
It was very fun. And in theory, on Thursday we will be doing a mega stream with a pub
I know that
quiz.
we've made this promise to you before.
And you know what? We may break it again.
Yeah.
But yes, we have that going on. The Employment Agency of California continues to be a problem. And then I just snapped. Basically what it is according to my therapist and a bunch of other people, it's basically I had a week where nothing in my life felt like I was in control. And when you have anxiety already, I'll tell you, that's a real perfect storm. On Friday, I just sat in my bed angry for 8 hours. Just angry.
Oh, no.
Blood curdling. But like you get over it. It's one of those, it's those adult things where it's just like go through all of that. But that's why we're going to have fun today. We're going to do an Oscar stream. Chris, the, smartness is the better part of valor, is going to be here for the pre-Oscar show. And then we were replacing him with less subpar Chris. I'll have to start smoking.
I hope
going.
I hope this isn't too soon for you.
I mean, don't worry. I have cigarettes as well.
Oh, we're going to the Cove.
I don't like the Cove. I want. What's my version? Of
Chris Subbarton. I like that very much.
Coming in hot. Go on.
Very good work.
So we got a couple of things we can discuss. I booked some road gigs all in San Diego. It's going to be great. Do some
San
stand-up
Diego
comedy.
sucks, but it's also the first place I ever shot a gun, so it's pretty cool.
Let me tell you about Sandog. It's one of those funny things where it's like Tijuana, I always thought was like really far away. And then you drive to San Diego and you're like, wait, where's Tijuana? And they're like, it's right there. And then you're like, oh yeah, this was Mexico, wasn't it? And they're like, yeah, it was. Yeah. The whole thing, it was all theirs. And then we took it. And also, wait, did you take like the nice parts? No. We took all the desert parts. Wait, why? Wait, is it the Oscars? Are they going to Trolls Worldwide and Bad Boys for Life? Because what the fuck else came out? I mean, this is the interesting thing is like, I only know everyone I know. I have only seen Borat.
Okay. Yeah. And that was nominated for Best Adapted Screenplay, of course.
And Best Adapted Screenplay and Best Actress, I believe. And then Sacha Baron
Cohen. Good for her.
Yeah. I mean, and then Sacha Baron Cohen is nominated for Abby Hoffman, which, by the way, one of the back hour of this, because Chris is going away. Shit, my pen. I have printed out my Oscar ballot. And you and I are going to fill it out together, and you're going to go to bed, and then tomorrow we find out how we did on the Oscars.
Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. I was also thinking we could come up with some alternate Oscar categories. We got a lot of time. You're starting at midnight, right? We got 2 hours? Hour
yeah, Chris comes in. Chris Martin. Also, I learned, by the way, you can add a stream. I think we can add a stream mid-broadcast.
Mid-stream?
I think we can.
Ooh.
Like, I think I can add Chris's stream. And then
Richard,
he just comes on.
It was adapted from the PhD entitled Borat Subsequent Thesis.
Yeah. What did you think of the Borat movie, by the way?
I thought it was very fun. I thought that the young woman who played his daughter was fantastic in it.
I thought they did a great job. That it was
harrowing, but it was Sacha Baron Cohen doing what he does best.
The Rudy Giuliani thing, I got to tell you, if anything, he comes across when you watch it, comes across worse than you realize. And by the way, the damning part for me is not the hotel room part; it's the footage beforehand.
Well, which part was that? I only saw it the once a while ago,
where he's in the hotel and he keeps remarking on her beauty. In that way,
like when he's sitting on the bed and she's supposed to be interviewing him, kind of.
It's before that part where he's just on the sofa and he's just going, "This is a beautiful woman." I mean, Giuliani had a hell of a year. I mean, he really did. I mean, in terms of bad years, I think me and Rudy are tied. Also, Rudy Giuliani, he's in my top 5 of guys that I want to be there when he actually dies.
Oh yeah, that'd be fucking great, wouldn't it? I want him to lose all his money first.
I would jack off in the room where he's dying, and I would be like, "Hey, Rudy, I'm trying to time it so I come just before you die, and my cum hits you in the face, and then you die. So technically speaking, my cum killed you." And he'd be like, "Well, actually, And then I'm gonna
Nope.
fuck off,
Hold
cousin
that face.
fucker.
Hold that face.
Here are the following reasons why I hate Rudy Giuliani. He emboldened the NYPD to become an even more corrupt and racist organization.
Yep.
He was a shit mayor who traded off the hard work of Ed Koch, New York's greatest mayor, and top 5 best politicians of all time. Also, I have something I realized. I really like in a leader. I like a bald, aggressive asshole. That's who I'm looking for in terms of a type of leader. Or balding.
Laurence Olivier.
Ed Koch and Jean Chrétien are like my 2 favorite fucking political.
Mikhail
I just love
Gorbachev.
You know what? There's not much to hate about Mikhail Gorbachev, except for how to pick a successor. That was a bit of a miscalculation if we've ever seen one. Bets for leader? Incorrect. We are commune.
Fuck off! Oh, I can't,
Fuck
I can't
off!
throw you
Yeah!
off. God damn it!
I don't know how to do it. Who do your favorite politicians be?
Probably the ones that never win. I'm a real Elizabeth Warren guy. I'm a big fan.
I mean,
of the
that's
ones
technically true. He didn't pick fucking Boris Yeltsin, but like, you know what I mean? Like, Mikhail could have fucking, like, he could have said something. You know what I mean? Like, let's not
could have
like
been a nod.
Yeah, it could have been. Someone should have said, you know what? You know who we don't need to be in charge? Like that drunk guy right over there. That drunk guy with all those thin, whispery dudes. Have you seen his Pizza Hut ad?
Gorbachev's? Well, open it now. Open it right now.
Get it. Go.
Right now.
Now we're both going to the Cove.
To the Cove.
Hang on, I think that I'm gonna go. You know where I always find forest clearings very unnerving.
Ooh!
How did you,
holy shit! Literally, I put in Gorbachev, spelt his name wrong, and the first thing that came up was Gorbachev Pizza Hut.
No.
Yeah. Now that's an algorithm.
I'm gonna hang on. Haunted Woods. Oh yeah, this doesn't look good at all. Save image as save.
Richard, that's very funny.
What happened to Richard?
Alex, I was gone. The he says fair play to the Oscars. Nothing came out this year, and they still said fuck you to Tenet.
I don't know what Tenet is, and I'm glad about that.
I feel like even people who saw Tenet don't know what Tenet is. Oh, two can play at that game. Welcome to the woods and the Cove, everybody.
Chris, I'm stuck in the woods.
Oh no, I'm stuck in the Cove.
Oh no, not the Cove in the woods. Is the
Baz,
Cove
thank
haunted?
you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Mystifers. I'm afraid I'm lost in the Cove currently.
Yeah, sorry, bud. No, don't move that. No.
Oh, John, sing your song to bring me back.
Oh, we're in the haunted woods together, floating around in the haunted woods. Why are they haunted? Well, that's where the rapists used to live, and they only murdered in the woods. Wait, what? I don't know. Welcome to the haunted woods, the haunted woods, the haunted woods. It's somewhat like the Cove, but it's much more wet. Welcome to the haunted woods and the Cove and the Cove. We used to have a fun chatting stream, and now we're fighting for all souls.
Oh no! Come back, John.
Hang on. Did I lose the wheat? Oh no. Check this out. Haunted woods. Getting high.
Weed.
Haunted woods, weed.
Oh.
Haunted woods, weed. Haunted woods, weed. Haunted woods.
Oops. Wrong one.
Oh.
There we go.
Oh, shit.
Oh. We're doing it. You're doing it, Peter.
Where's
I
the
have spent
Hook?
Yeah.
Did you watch
good,
Hook?
Good shout. No, that's just always Hook is always in the back of my mind. I forgot what I was going to say. It doesn't matter. Oh yeah, I've been watching tutorial videos on Civilization, so I'm going to be very good at it. So when we play, I'm going to be very good.
I will be
because
very
I watched
bad.
videos about it, and that's how you
I'll
get
be very
good at
bad.
things.
I'll be
All
very
right.
bad at it. I spent myself and a friend all morning calling the California unemployment. We got through. I was on hold for an hour, and they hung up on me. What's going on?
You get your goddamn money back?
No, absolutely not. I'm going to come over here because I can turn the quality down and it runs better for me, but I can't on John's. What?
Oh, interesting.
Weird. But yeah, how was your weekend? What did you do? What did you get up to? Sorry, also, by the way, for no Among Us on Friday. I was literally just
Don't worry about it.
staring at a wall in a blind rage, and I was like about to come on, and I was like, I'm gonna, and then like people will vote me off, and then I'll be like, and I'll just scream the N-word and break my computer. Like I was just like, you know what I mean? Where you're just like this is the most male scene in cinema, in my personal opinion, is Ed Norton beating the shit out of Jared Leto in Fight Club. I just wanted to destroy something beautiful. Like there's a certain level of dude rage where it's just like, well, as I've said before, as I said when I was going through all of this, I called my dad to get into a fight with my dad, and he was just very considerate, and I was then very angry at him for just being like, oh, well, how dare you be super calm and nice and understanding? You know what I mean? You're my dad. You're supposed to be unreasonable so I can have a fight.
Thoughtless Stephen. I know you're watching, Stephen. Thoughtless.
Yeah. How dare you, Steve? And
that was fine. Everyone understood. We I honestly I would have been surprised if you did it, but I figured I'd follow through just in case.
Oh yeah.
We had a lovely time. You were missed.
That's good. Also, I can do this here. Great, good.
Richard, nice.
How's London? How are things with the vaccine rollout? Is the city opening up? What's going on?
I mean, it's opening up, but people are idiots, so we'll be closing back down.
Do you think it's going to close back down? I don't think it. I think they're closing it back down. I think that they're literally just going to be like, nah, fuck it.
No, they will. 100%. They'll have to.
LA's
Megan
going for it. I got news for it. Like LA is just fuck this. Here we go.
Really?
Yeah. But the thing is like the LA COVID numbers are super down, and the vaccination rate is insanely high.
Great. Yeah, the numbers were going way down here. The vaccination rate remains unchanged, largely, and they don't seem to care. It's about to get real fucking bad, real fucking fast. Between the stupid marches that are going on and
stupid marches. What do you tell me all of this? I'm not following British politics because I can't look at Boris Johnson's fucking face.
Did you not see the tens of thousands of people supposedly that were marching anti-lockdown with like Star of Davids on their chest saying no COVID passes and
what
anti-mask walkers?
What is with the UK and this fucking bullshit? This bullshit sort of it was a divorced dad march. This fucking COVID passport bullshit where I'm like, at a certain point, that's not global government. That's just a way to make it so we don't go back. We aren't doing this in a cycle for 5 fucking years.
Mm-hmm. And also, it's about keeping your country safe. You realize that, right? It's not just about keeping you out of other countries. It's about national security, so that a plane full of people who haven't been vaccinated don't just show up and fuck your whole country again. And that's why New Zealand's been fine. Everyone knows that, right?
Honkies be fucking dodos, bro.
Honkies be tripping.
No, they were tripping. This honky March. Be tripping. I mean, don't make me get a load of my booms. Steve Mooney, welcome aboard. But the main thing you have to remember is there's a level of privilege and entitlement that almost you'd think the last few years we're preparing people for, where it's like, listen, it's actually not just about you. It's about everyone. And you have to think of a person you've never met and actually someone you would dislike. You are doing this to help someone you do not know, nor will you ever know, nor will you ever like. And yet people are still resistant to it. No! Don't you get it? No, I don't get it. I don't get you fucking jerk.
They're jerks. So it's going to be a mess. They're enjoying pints right now, which looks very fun. I'm, as usual, not partaking because I haven't so far. So why would I jump in now when I'm this close to being lied to about getting a vaccine by the government and then having them say they don't have enough?
I mean, I think it's what's crazy is I already like the American government. Everyone's going to get the vaccine. Everyone got it. Everyone can get it.
Juicy tuna. This is dipped fresh into the cove. Thank you very much.
See, I'm lucky.
They say don't go into the cove, but they don't say don't put the cove in you.
I didn't end up in a cove. I'm just hanging out here in this weed patch. Oh no! I'm in It's gotcha. Just classic weed prank.
But yeah, other than that, things are fine. I watched the final of David Lean's movies called The Passage to India, both his most and least racist film. Pretty remarkable.
I don't know who's David Lean. Tell me everything about this man.
He made Lawrence of Arabia. He made Dr. Zhivago. He made Bridge on the River Kwai. He also made a bunch of other movies you haven't heard of. They are great movies. And this one's a real doozy. So I watched the rest of that with our friends, Alex and Garrett. We had watched all of his movies. That was his last one. So I did that. Yesterday, I stayed in bed until 10 p.m. Yeah, we talked about it on Zoom. Yeah. And then at 10 p.m., I went for a walk. And then I played Civilization for 4 hours by accident.
Let me ask you this question here. Can you please tell John to tell his government to give us up here in COVID some of their hoarded vaccines? Juicy Tuna. You know that I am Canadian, right? Juicy Tuna.
Yeah, but you've got a new president now. You're like Brett Hull. You changed teams.
Oh, that's a great reference too. Now, let me just pause everything and let's get into 90s hockey references. Now, Brett Hull was on at the time, Minnesota North Stars.
St. Louis
and
Blues.
He went to the St. Louis Blues, or he was in the St. Louis Blues and then he went to the North Stars.
St. Louis Blues for almost his whole career.
But at some point he went to the fucking North Stars. Or the Hartford Whalers, maybe?
I don't remember that. For me, he's always been a Blue. But you know why he changed his citizenship, right?
From Canada to the US?
Yeah.
No idea.
It's because Team Canada wasn't going to put him on the team.
So he was like, fuck you, I'm going to play for the US?
And so spitefully, he dropped his Canadian... Oh, it's the Dallas Stars. Damn, Juicy Tuna. Nice work. Great pull. So he dropped his Canadian citizenship and then moved over to who used to be the Minnesota North Stars. Good shout. Became American so he could play for their team and just said, fuck you, Canada. You don't like me. You don't want me at my worst. You don't deserve me at my best. He's a real Marilyn Monroe character.
I got news for you. Brett Hull can give up all of his fucking citizenship he wants. He looks like a fucking Canadian dad. Look really at this.
Always has.
Fucking white man. Jesus Christ. Want you to know, by the way, this photo was called Hully 2014. Look at this absolute white man.
Oh, man.
I just don't like the French. The French.
He looks like a pile of hate crimes in a polo shirt.
Oh, God. You mean, yeah. This is not my joke. Someone else has made this joke, but the polo shirt is the KKK uniform of the 21st century. What do you mean? He played 2004, 2005 for the Phoenix Coyotes. I had no idea.
Holy shit.
I knew that he played well in the 2000s.
He was incredible. He was unbelievable.
The problem was he was one of those guys that played in the same era as Gretzky. So he's not remembered.
And also Lemieux and also Messier. And but
it
was a big era. It was a big era for hockey.
I don't like that Mark Messier is included in that conversation at all. And I know that he was, but so was fucking where was it? Where's the Jerome Naginla? I just saw his fucking name. Like there was a bunch of amazing players in the 90s.
Jerome Naginla was the next generation, though.
Was he?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, Jerome Naginla was the following generation. That's when he got good, was like early 2000s. When Brett Hull got bad, Jerome Naginla got good, like he sucked his life force.
Also, you know what the other thing that's crazy? Zdeno Chara, how long do you think he's been playing in the NHL?
Is Chara still playing?
Yes.
You got to be kidding me. He's got to be like 12 to 15 years.
Are you ready? Are you ready for when he started playing? What year? Do you just give me a year? Just guess a year.
2004.
2004? Are you sure about that?
No.
Because you're a stupid idiot. Because it's 1997.
1997? He's been playing for 24 years?
Yeah. He was
shit.
Started the New York Islanders, was drafted in the 96 early draft. He spent his first season in North America with the Western Hockey League's Prince George Cougars, who subsequently put him up to the Islanders. He became a reliable stay-home defender primarily, and then headed to the Senators in 2001, where he had a huge career and was part of the best the Senators have ever been. God, I missed that with
Daniel Alfredson and others.
I mean, Daniel Alfredson basically played for that team for 1 billion years.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then there was the fucking NHL lockout in 2004, 2005. Where Gary Bettman, I assume, did something really fucking stupid. God, I hate Gary Bettman. Look at this little fucking bitch.
Yeah, he's got real troll vibes at all times.
This is a weird thing to talk about on Oscar Sunday, but I'm fine with it. Of the sports commissioners, which one do you hate? Who do you hate the most? Roger Goodell, who's NFL, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
It's not still Dave Silver at the NBA. I thought who's the guy that died as the head of the NBA?
Oh shit, I can't remember his name.
It's Adam Silver.
Died like Adam Silver now. David Stern was the last one. That was it.
Yes, David Stern.
Yeah.
David Stern
Baldy coming in with Sepp Blatter. That's not a bad shout.
Oh, Sepp Blatter, another bag of shit. But Sepp Blatter's a real bag of shit. Although I gotta tell you, I hate Gary Bettman more than Sepp Blatter. Sepp Blatter is the worst guy.
Yeah, I'm the same. Yeah. Also, Roger Goodell's a real piece of shit as well.
I would actively punch Gary. Like I would, if I'm in an airport, I see Gary Bettman, I'm walking over to the security guard and be like, how much is bail if I assault another passenger in this airport? And they'll be like, I don't know. Like it'll be a couple of $1,000. I'll be like, let me find an ATM, taking out as much money as I can. And then I'm going to go punch Gary Bettman in the back of his head. No one would be upset if Gary Bettman was murdered.
Never seen him walk into a room and not get booed.
Oh my God, he's so hated.
Yeah, absolutely despised. All Canadians hate him because he wants Canada out of the NHL, basically.
Well, the reason why he
much money on us.
Well, that's the thing is his job is, and he's always said this, is his job is he works for the owners, and his job is easier if he's not in Canada. The problem is, by the way, most of the money comes from that Canadian television deal.
Really?
Do you know, like, if you look, there's a great book called it's all about that Rogers deal and how bad it was for the broadcaster. And basically what is discovered is a huge amount of the income of the NHL is predicated on how well the Maple Leafs do in Canada.
That sounds right.
If the Maple Leafs and the Canadians are both having good seasons, the NHL actively makes more money because a huge amount of its viewer base, its online traffic, everything are Canadians, and Canadians predominantly like one of two teams. And one team,
either the Winnipeg Jets.
Yeah, either the Winnipeg Jets or the
Montreal Canadiens.
The scrappy Edmonton Oilers. Okay. So we both can agree that the Toronto Maple Leafs are worse than 1,011,000 pedophiles.
Obviously.
Okay, so and I'm saying you're going to say your number one NHL team is Vancouver. I'm going to say it's Ottawa.
Yeah.
Who's your number two? Mine's Montreal, of course.
I want to say Montreal because I remember them winning the cup in 93.
I think it was 92, but so
92?
good because they immediately rioted.
Yeah, that was remarkable. That was so exciting. And I mean, I gotta go Canadians as well. Great storied team. Never been mad at them. Never had like a feud with them. You know, like I can't say Calgary because then I'm not welcome back at the Vancouver airport. First of
all, Richard Wright, and I speak on behalf of all human beings. No one likes the Calgary Flames. No, Lindsay. No, Lindsay. I will ban you. I will fucking ban. Blood might be thicker than water, Lindsay. But I will give you the stanky boot.
You're gonna do that with her child on the screen.
Yeah, I will.
Outrageous.
I know that I was the first member of that woman's family to hold that child when that child was born, and I will boot him out.
God damn.
Because my entire family likes the Toronto Maple Leafs because my entire family has been brainwashed by fucking Pat Quinn and his weird car.
Oh, I love Pat Quinn.
No one likes Pat. Why do you like Pat Quinn?
Pat Quinn was the GM of the Canucks. Pat Quinn was a GM and head coach of the Canucks during the 94 Cup run.
Was he? No.
Yeah. Love Pat Quinn.
I thought he didn't. I thought he was at the Leafs
his
forever.
Name's in the rafters, like
Cullen doesn't. That's true. Cullen doesn't. My younger brother does not like the Toronto Maple Leafs either. He likes the Montreal
Buffalo
Canadiens.
Buffalo Sabres.
Well, imagine if it was the Buffaloes. I wish it was the Buffalo. Why don't we root for the Buffalo Sabres? First of all,
I love the Buffalo Sabres.
Does anyone root for the Buffalo Sabres? Why aren't we rooting for the Buffalo Sabres right now?
Also, one of the scrappiest teams, one of the best logos in sports history, with that just bison and then 2 sabers underneath it.
Yeah.
Great
Why? It's the most literal logo ever. We're the Buffalo Sabres. Here's a picture of a sword and a picture of a buffalo. Oh yeah, he also does love the Blackhawks. But here's the weird thing: is I don't like. I'm
going to punch your brother.
I mean, he's in very good shape. He would beat the shit out of you.
I'm scrappy.
I mean, even still, he'd drown you on the Cove.
Oh, not the Cove.
You just forget how much easier it is to be 17 than it is to be in your 30s. Like, you just it's one of those things where you're just like, yeah. Like, remember when, like, to recover from a hangover, you just needed a cup of coffee? Like,
or like when you bumped your knee and it was fine.
Yeah. Yeah. I wonder what it would have been like if you broke
didn't hobble around being like, what's that?
And here's my problem is based on my injuries of my 30s. I just know my 60s, starting in my 60s, are going to be an absolute asshole.
Buddy, the arthritis that you are going to suffer from is frankly remarkable. I hope at that point we've gotten over the whole abortion thing and it's just stem cell research through the anus. And so everything just reheals.
This is the beauty of being Canadian and going to the UK and Australia a lot and Canada. Those are 3 godless nations that also have stem cells. And by the way, they're moving hard on those stem cell research because, as of course, it's America. And they're like, wait a minute, that'll make our football players better. Get killing those babies. All right, yeah, but let's do so. Montreal Canadiens are 2. I'm saying my 3rd team is Buffalo Sabres, and I think that this stream should start supporting the Buffalo Sabres.
I am totally on board as being an official Buffalo Sabres.
Has the Buffalo Sabres ever made the playoffs of the NHL?
If they made it past this first round, I'll be fucking shocked. I'm going to look at it right now.
I'm going to say they've made it to the semis once and were pushed out by the Detroit Red Wings. That seems like I'm going to say that happened in 93, and it was during the glowing puck era of hockey. For those of you who don't remember.
Oh, wow, I forgot about that.
There was this weird time in hockey that I cannot explain where it was starting to be aired on Fox and get like network coverage, but they were concerned you couldn't see the puck. Oh, geez. So they highlighted the puck in red. The nursing home you end up in better be prepared because you will be an accident-prone nuisance.
Steve Mooney. That was beautifully worded. I just want to congratulate you on that.
I enjoy that so much. Really nice. I'm editing my name.
Name one Buffalo Sabre that isn't Dominic Hasek.
I didn't even know that a Hasek was there.
I did because I had his hockey card because I used to collect hockey cards and baseball cards.
Yeah.
And if I'm honest, I would now if I could afford it. But apparently I had more money as a child.
I don't think they we just weren't paying rent.
Yeah, fair enough.
I think that what it was, but I don't think hockey cards are anything that have any value anymore. Like, isn't the market like completely cratered for all cards? I think it has.
Okay, that's not why I bought them in the first place. I just liked having them.
Do you still have your collection from when you were a kid?
Oh fuck yeah, yeah! I got all that. I got binders.
I don't know where mine are. If mine still exist, you can have them. I got all my figures. Thanks, I got my Star Wars figures. That's good stuff. Got 3 stormtroopers. Why wouldn't you?
Ooh. Okay, so guess when the last time the Buffalo Sabres made the playoffs was? It. Don't go crazy. It's not like the 80s.
2002.
Still not like 2011, which isn't that long, but it's still 10 years. That's a 10-year drought.
But it's the weird thing about this last decade. This last decade was so fucking batshit. I don't count it as 10 years. 2011 was like 58 minutes ago. No decade, the 2010s, no decade had less symmetry than that decade.
Explain yourself.
The 2000s were just chaos. Like the 2000s started with 9/11 and basically ended with the fallout from the economic crash. But it was basically just a blah.
Sounds like two crashes to me.
And so the thing that you got to really remember is what is this? Oh my God! Is the Mikhail Gorbachev fucking Pizza Hut? Chris, is that the Mikhail Gorbachev Pizza Hut commercial?
Of course it is.
What are we doing? Not watching that? Hit it now. Make it full screen. Hit it now.
Pow pow pow! Hit it now.
Wait, 2006. See, this is the thing. The 21st
97.
century. Okay, good. 98.
You hear that?
Baby. Yep.
Cool. I already love this. Looks like it's a
Are
John
you
Grisham
joking?
novel.
Are you joking? Are you joking?
Это Горбачев.
Почему?
Это из-за него у нас в экономике бардак.
Да благодаря ему у нас новые возможности.
Это из-за него у нас политическая нестабильность.
Да благодаря ему у нас
What is going on?
Полный хаос.
перспективы.
Политическая нестабильность.
Да благодаря ему у нас есть писахат.
За Горбачева!
За Горбачева! За Горбачева! За Горбачева!
Sometimes nothing brings people together like a nice hot pizza from Pizza Hut.
First of all, there's no way.
That's great.
There's I mean, I have so many things to say about that. Here's the main one. There's no way there's a Pizza Hut that close to Red Square.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Lennon is in his airtight glass box banging his head against it.
That's so funny. Nothing would make him more angry than the leader of the former Soviet Union in one of the biggest multinational corporations at the time's commercial.
Yeah, like it's insane. Like it's just like there was no way that they would like that. One of the worst meals I've ever had was a Pizza Hut in Sweden. Well, Richard, right, here's part of your problem. You were in Sweden.
I think John's feelings on Sweden are very well known, but could you just reiterate them for anyone new to the stream, John?
I hope everyone in Sweden gets wet diarrhea on their mother's cunts.
Well, all right then.
Yeah.
In the sauna then.
I hope they acid burn their mother's vaginas with their wet diarrhea shits.
Nice.
I hope that every time they pick a booger, it bleeds from their nose, and then they get booger blood in their mouth, and then they cough on a baby, and then the baby dies, and they love the baby, but they don't get to go to the funeral because they're too busy just having wet diarrhea shits on their mother's cunts. I mean, I can't get over that because, by the way, it's so Russian in its production where it's like, well, we need to make a commercial, but we also need to make sure to discuss the merits of freedom being bad. Well, there's only one product that will deliver that kind of brilliant short film. Also, Pizza Hut. I don't know. I will occasionally go for their stuffed crust pizza. But if you're ordering just a straight up Pizza Hut pizza, not stuffed crust, you're a rascal and I have no time for you.
Oh, it's my go-to, but only because they do 5-pound medium pizzas here. It's all price, baby. 5 pounds for a medium pizza. Remarkable. Yes, please. Thank you very much.
What's weird about Australia? In Australia, their Domino's, no pizza size. There's only one size of pizza.
I remember you saying that. I don't like that. That makes me uncomfortable.
I really hate that.
Did you ever try the cheese bread? The cheese bread that Pizza Hut has?
No, that sounds good though.
It's fucking awesome because it's basically just the crust part, like the back end of the pizza, but just rows and rows of it. And then they give you a marinara sauce as if it's just a fancy deconstructed pizza. Love it.
No one is talking about how Big Meat is marketing Lunchables to Schneider's to adults as Schneider snack kits. I don't know what a Schneider snack kit is. Time travel agent. That sounds like a Canadian thing. Chris, get on and Googling it.
Well, it's clearly just Lunchables, but for adults.
I want to see it.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I was like, that was inherent in the comment. It was very clear.
Yeah, but we're doing a visual show here. Listen, we got to kill another hour and 15 minutes. Let's stop pulling at threads. You know what I'm saying? No. Yes, it's Rob Schneider's dad formed a Canadian Canadian deli company. By the way, Schneider's hot dogs, the black label, best hot dogs money can buy. Get yourself
It's been
a
too long for me. No idea.
What, from eating hot dogs or having those hot dogs?
Schneider's specifically.
But you still
I've got hot
eat a
dogs in my
dog.
fridge right now.
Of course. Yeah, why wouldn't you? Why the fuck wouldn't you? God, I fucking love hot dogs.
Thank you for the applause. You're right to applaud my love of hot dogs.
Why? Who doesn't like hot dogs?
Idiots.
Here's my
Goddamn
question.
fools.
But here's the crazy thing. I like hot dogs and I like veggie hot dogs. What am I like?
Never tried it. Not going to, because I'm not some fucking Gorbachev who craves political instability.
I will have you know that I'm a fucking Khrushchev and I will fucking have your roll.
No.
Schneider's
roll.
sweet and salty caramel pretzels are amazing. Man, you know, I'm going to say this about Richard Reif. Right. He knows how to fucking snack. Like, that's a snack man. You and I, we're snack boys.
We are snack boys.
That motherfucker can't, like, he walks into a Tesco's like football players walk through the tunnel. Like, this is what we play for. Because I don't know what Schneider's sweet and salty caramel pretzels are, but I fucking want them right now. Opinions on Lord of the Rings from Nelly Memish.
What I like is I've never seen this person in the stream. Welcome to the stream. I love that you just came in hard with your own topic that has nothing to do with what we're talking about and just went for it. I respect that.
Yeah. We're going to get to that in a second.
And you follow
First, we're going to watch this ad on Schneider snack kits. I feel like this is just Lunchables for adults, but let's go ahead.
You're from Buck Wild.
Sorry, I meant Tezilias. Hilarious NLE Mish. Hit it, bitch.
Gotcha. Kapow.
Mastered for over a century. Crafted for decades. Aged for months.
Look at the size of that
but
sausage.
not a moment too long. Perfected for weeks. And weeks. And weeks. And carefully curated for that one special moment.
It is just Lunchables for adults.
Literally just Lunchables.
Like this one. Schneider's Snack Kits. Quality never gets old.
Let me ask you this, though. You want to eat those, right?
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Like,
I want those and I want Dunkaroos on the side. I'm not a maniac.
The Silmarillion is not my favorite book, and you can fuck off J.R.R. Tolkien with your unnecessary amount of... Also, Tom Bombadil is a disgrace.
Tom Bombadil's the best character in literary
history. Yeah, really? Interesting. That's fun. Go fucking tell it in the fucking waiting room there, bud. Go fucking shove the cove up your ass. Get a wet asshole. Tom Bombadil serves no... Why do you like Tom Bombadil? Is it because he serves no
yes. He is mischief incarnate. He is the cove come to life.
I
love Tom Bombadil.
There is
what is he doing?
Why is he there?
No one knows. He's there to add to the magic of the realm, to show that there are more powerful beings.
Shut up.
And
he's
it's
not
because a lot of it is
Sauron
a morality play.
Is not looking for
he's not a real morality guy. He's above morality. He's his own thing. Tom Bombadil's his own thing.
I wish Tom Bombadil ate out my asshole while I was shitting. That's what I hope for.
You know what? He might do it. Just
I hope Tom Bombadil ends up drinking my pee. Hey, Tom Bombadil, can you drink my pee? I don't know what this character is, but I really... Hey, who wants some pee? You can't like Tom Bombadil, Chris. I
love Tom Bombadil.
No, you don't.
So funny. So
who
funny.
Who likes Tom Bombadil? Name
Everyone
one
likes Tom Bombadil.
Name. I disagree with you.
Gandalf admires Tom Bombadil.
No, he doesn't.
He just knows he can't trust him. That's all. He's just like that.
I don't think Gandalf mentions Tom Bombadil. This is how I remember Tom Bombadil's inclusion in the entire thing, which is they're walking through a field. Why describe walking through a field? J.R. Tolkien, you do not know how to read. Fuck. And then they come upon a boring man, and there's so much singing, and I could give a fuck.
I fucking love him.
Because I started reading Fellowship of the Ring, and then the only one the books I've read was The Two Towers. And here's how I read The Two Towers, and I was like, "No, that's a fucking book." And then everyone else was like, "Yeah." And then everyone's like, "I don't like The Two Towers. I like Return of the King. It's a lot like Fellowship of the Ring." And I was like, "Oh, really? Is it?" Because guess what? I'm not fucking reading it because Fellowship of the Ring was the most boring thing I've ever read in my entire life.
Yeah, never got through it. Paul Lincoln McGarity making a good point here. Tom is the only character that can flat refuse the ring. Nah, not interested. Thanks though. Adds nothing, but Dad likes it for that. It's just he's just that age of the cast. He's the who's the
also Paul Duncan McGarity. How are you? I will be in England in November. Can we go on a walking tour and you show me crazy, weird architectural things?
Who was the Greek philosopher who just didn't give a shit? Like the ultimate cynic. Is it Diogenes?
It was Johnny. It was Johnny Rection Pants.
Oh, it was Johnny Rection Pants. You're right. So Johnny Rection Pants. He somebody the ruler of the time. He's walking around and he goes.
Chris, just to be clear, are you sure it's not Yo Mama?
Oh, could have been Yo Mama. Could have been Yo Mama.
You know what's the interesting thing about Yo Mama, Chris? She's dead.
She is dead. It's very interesting.
For those of you keeping track at home, we once again remarked on the fact that Chris's mom is dead on the stream.
Yeah, she's super dead.
Is your mom's ashes spread at the cove?
No, but she actually kind of wanted them to be. My dad still got them. We're not sure what he's going to do with them.
Wait a minute. Hang the fuck on. So in your house right now is a girlfriend that took your dad 5 years to admit he had, and the what the fuck was that noise? And the ash that was coming from your end, and the ashes of your
I didn't hear
mother?
it. That was you.
Huh?
Oh, that could have been a car outside.
Yeah, it definitely was.
Okay. They are he doesn't live with his girlfriend. She's got her own house. They're very adamant that they're old separately and visit each other.
That's even weirder.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. I feel like you're the kind of guy that wants to talk about doing it with your dad just because you know it'll make him uncomfortable, and that's what you aim to do.
What, having sex with my father?
No, you bring up sex as a topic of conversation with your dad because you know that like him as an Irish man who was in the army, that will literally make him just be like,
well, he was from Manchester, and actually, so what he does is he.
Then even worse. Then because first of all, then you know he's having sex in mud because he's from the north. Dad, why is the bed covered in mud? Oh, I had to fuck your mother. He remarked many times.
Many times. But practically constantly.
I want you to, and I have to stress this. All people from the north of England fucking mud.
No, man, you didn't talk to my dad about sex. You didn't talk to him about money. And you didn't swear in front of him. Those were the rules. He walked out of Reservoir Dogs. Just walked out. Too much filthy language.
That's great stuff. That is great. Is John allegedly already? Not even close. Thinking about it. It's why I don't have sex. I never have any mud. Did Chris's mom smell Petey being from oh no.
Isn't that more loam? I always associate Pete with Scotland.
Yeah, I always associate it with Scotland. Huh? Baldy?
Is that just Scotch? Is that our fault? We're not horticulturally savvy?
Wait, so your dad walked out of Reservoir Dogs too much salty chat? What if you swear in your act?
Yeah, he hates it.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely hates it. Not a fan of my comedy. Very proud that I'm a comedian.
He was
not
in the army.
Comedy. Navy even.
Yeah, so he didn't kill anyone.
No, and when he was younger, used to swear and do all the drugs, did all that stuff, and then just weirdly took a swerve when he got older.
I can confirm that I 200% had sex in mud once, and now you have a son, Steve Mooney.
Oh, hold on. I think I can bring up live footage of Northerners having sex. Let me see if I can find it.
God, I hope it's people just fucking in mud. So, of course, we all remember the excellent Lenny Bruce quote. Leave a man on a desert island for a month and he'll fuck mud and have killed 2 days.
Oh, let me place it.
Why mud? It's funny to say fucked mud.
It really is. Plus, you get to imagine like the fun splooging sound.
Oh my God, yeah. And also
with the hips and the
mud's drying on your skin. Like you are also getting a lovely routine out of it.
Here we are now with live footage of people from the north of England making love.
I mean, this is a very old school reference. The difference between Mr.
Oh,
mulch fucker. All right, what do we got here? Hit it.
we see here the northern male approaching his mate.
What movie is this
the
from,
dance
Chris?
is
I heard
delicate.
Huckabees, of course. This is not the funniest scene in this. I still think the funniest scene is when Mark Wahlberg gets to the fire on the bicycle and just into his radio goes, "I'm at the fire. Where are you guys at?" Oh my god, it's fucking
Yeah,
good.
this is nowhere near the funniest scene, but it is the closest to Northerners making love.
Yeah, it is the closest to just two
There it
people
is.
fucking in
Yeah,
mud.
this is how they do oral.
Here's my question: have you watched this movie recently? They would not.
Yeah, I
make
watched it
this
I
movie
watched
now.
it a couple weeks ago.
It's great.
Really good. Totally stands up. Very fun. You got Lily Tomlin with Dustin Hoffman. What's not to like?
I mean, Dustin Hoffman's a bag of shit.
Is he?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I knew he was like an asshole. I didn't know he was a bag of shit. Those are two different things.
Me too. Did you not watch put in John Oliver, Dustin Hoffman?
Oh, I forgot about that.
Let's
from
watch
the,
that for a second. Let's watch that very awkward interaction. That's a
So
very fun, awkward
uncomfortable.
interaction. I know. That's why I love it so much. Because I also love it. Because here's the thing: Americans don't understand that you can't once an English person is in an awkward situation, then what are you gonna do? It's like a northerner in mud. They're just ready to fuck. Yeah, Tom can come on for a bit. Tommy.
Tom can join in our guessing game.
Of which movie? Yeah, Tom. I'm sending you a link, Tom. Ha! Come on, row the boat ashore. Hallelujah.
I told you about the time I saw Leonard Cohen sing that live, right?
No, where were you?
I saw him at Glastonbury. It was absolutely amazing. Crushed it. And the moment that stands out, one moment was him singing Hallelujah because it was absolutely beautiful.
Hang on one
And,
second.
and the
Paul
other
Duncan
was
McGarity. Do you want to join? Also, Paul Duncan McGarity. Did you
yeah.
have kids?
Yeah, he's got a kid now.
What?
No, my dad can't come on.
What's this? Yeah, no. Is it that he doesn't want to, or you don't want him here?
He's in the early stages of dementia, so he just wouldn't be great as a guest. You know what I'm saying?
That's not fun.
It's not fun. But I thought I thought I'd just put the kibosh on it real quick.
I mean, it could be fun if we just really roll with it. You know what I mean?
I mean, he's still very fun. He just he just tells the same story sort of like 3 times in a conversation. So he would do that dad thing of being like, "Well, this was fun. Thank you, boys. Goodbye." After about 4 minutes, when he just decided he didn't want to talk anymore.
Yeah, of course. New TV show idea. Bring back dubbed porn. I do all the voices as Northern English. Yeah, that's good. All right, hit. This is so fucking awkward. Hit this. Oh god, it's so awkward.
My agent, my publicity, so what do I do now? And they say what you can't do, or what's not a good idea to do, is that if you get into a dispute, it lengthens the argument. She comes back and says this, I say that, she says that. So he said, what you should do is just apologize. But there's a key word that's left out in the quote, as it goes around the world, at a click. And that is, if I did anything that was, out of sorts or I embarrassed her, I apologize. And the word if was important. Now it just says he apologizes.
Yeah, it's actually might. I mean, the intention is the same. You said, I have the utmost respect for women and feel terrible that anything I might have done could have put her in an uncomfortable situation. I'm sorry, it's not reflective of who I am.
Today. And they leave that out too.
Yeah, I know.
No, but that's the difference.
It's your statement. I mean, because it's that part of it. I'm not.
Pause.
I'm not the moral arbiter of anything. It's just it's not reflective of who I am.
It's right there. Is the English person meeting American person in terms of argument, or an American person? Americans give the benefit of the doubt a bit in these sort of debates. And also it's Dustin Hoffman being an absolute cock, because that explanation's bullshit. Well, I put the if in there to explain. No, you weren't explaining. You weren't apologizing. Either apologize or don't. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He all he said was like, my PR person told me that I had to apologize so that I could keep making movies. And so I did it, but I'm not sorry and I didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, where it's also like, listen, I think Dan Harmon is kind of a shitty human being. His apology saved his career and he was fine.
Was absolutely remarkable.
Louis C.K.
Fucking awesome apology.
I think he would have been fine, honestly. I also think that Louis C.K. just didn't stay away long enough. I've said it before and I'll say it again. If Louis C.K. he should have come back. If Louis C.K. had come back during COVID, I think that would have been better. Oh, speaking of people that should come back during COVID, welcome our very own Dustin Hoffman.
All together.
Fuck off with your fucking football. Super League forever. What's going on, Tom? What happened with the Leeds?
Did you win a game?
We got a creditable 0-0 with Manchester United.
British sports is so boring.
Yeah, if you're excited over a tie, you should kill yourself.
No, hang on.
No. I feel like I'm about to be told the underbelly are cunts again. Go ahead, Tom.
It's coming.
Year-round pet count.
No. They're very good to me.
There it is. Baldy's right in there.
Yeah, of course. And it happens so fast.
So last week we beat Manchester City, and this week we drew with the scum. So
when did you guys get into the Premier League?
This year.
Scum. This year, congratulations.
How'd you guys do against Tottenham?
Well, we lost 2-1 against Tottenham, I think.
Were you guys invited to the Empire?
Yeah, was Leeds United? So you can so your heads are sturdy enough to wear the crown of Premiership, but not heavy enough to wear the sign of shame for joining the European Super League.
No, because the last time we were in the Champions League was 17 years ago.
Yeah, because Leeds famously bag of shit team until very recently, correct?
No. We have been
relegated for how long? How many years were you relegated?
16 years. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm just saying. Yeah. You know,
but we have won the top division in this country before. More than once.
Hang on, just a couple of things coming in. Baldy is saying I am correct. No, don't kill yourself. Brits getting hyped is hot because they're stone-faced otherwise. That's coming in from Pam Shipman. Good news, Pam Shipman.
Any relation?
To who?
To Dr. Harold?
Dr. Harold Shipman.
From Doogie Howser?
Oh my God.
I do believe he had his medical license revoked.
Oh yeah, I feel like Harold Shipman probably.
Citizen Shipman.
Yeah. What the fuck? Glenn Moore's joke about Harold Shipman is phenomenal.
No idea.
My mom never knew how to wish me. Always wished me happy birthday in the worst ways. I remember it was my 18th birthday, and I was in the shower completely naked, totally soaped up, and she just opened the bathroom door and went, "Hi, Harold Shipman," hung himself in the cell, and then just left. He's very good. He is very good stuff.
Sorry, Pam, you're on a stream with one Brit and two Canadians. We're gonna miss a lot of Gavin and Stacey.
And I got news for you, Pam. We will be never getting a Gavin and Stacey reference, even though I've met James Corden and he was very nice.
Yes, but you aren't his girlfriend and baby.
Ooh, what did he do to that baby?
Let's just protect our careers.
Allegedly.
Go ahead, Tom.
Okay, well, no, allegedly, according to Popbitch, he tutted throughout a flight whilst in person.
No. I know exactly the story you're talking about. I feel like it's so good, which was he walked on a plane seemingly to the other passengers by himself with noise-canceling headphones, and then a bedraggled, exhausted woman with a child walked on much later, sat next to him. He visibly looked uncomfortable and upset, They flew to LA. When they get to LA, the woman finally was like, James, would you help with your son? And he was like, ugh. I mean, the craziest one I've ever seen or I've ever heard about James Corden was apparently he was walking into the Groucho Club, noted cunt depository, and he walked in and then immediately walked back out, like looked over and like made like a, and then walked back in, and he was signaling the paparazzi of, and so it was in the Sun the next day of like James Corden out of the town.
Hey, you don't go to the effort of paying a publicist to hire a bunch of scumbag paparazzi to follow you around, only to not then have your picture being taken going into an elitist members club. All right.
What's the name of the fellow who is Scottish American, was in the Doctor Who spin-off?
Oh, is it Liam Neeson?
No, it's none of those things.
Okay, no, it was it's
Michelle Yeoh.
Oh, it was Serena Williams.
Yeah, it was Serena Williams, or
one of those.
Willow Smith. Was it Willow Smith?
Yeah. Hang on, I think it was.
John
was it
Barrowman.
Peter Capaldi?
Thank you, Baldy. John Barrowman, and the story's secondhand, but very credible. John Barrowman.
Private chat me. Who gave it to you? Is it Show Business Figure?
Yes, it is.
I'm going to need to know who it is.
I will type that in now.
And dear audience,
Thomas,
we will tell you if this is a trustable source.
You seen it?
Yeah, credible. Yeah. That's a credible source.
Yeah,
so,
we'll allow it. Very deep throat.
That person was working on the stage door at a theatre where John Barrowman was doing panto, and he pulled down his cap really hard and left the door, and then came immediately back in and then pulled his cap up a little bit more because no one had recognized him.
That's just sweet. I think that's sweet. That's a moment of like very silly vulnerability in a famous person.
I always like that in
Wimbledon.
Yeah, I know. It's so low stakes.
But imagine how much money he was making doing panto in Wimbledon. Ooh. Because also, what is John Barrowman doing now?
I still don't know who this person is.
You do. He was really on television when we first moved over.
British television?
He's quite good as a sort of like all-round entertainer. He's pretty funny. He can sing. He can just about act.
This is the weird thing about British media, by the way, is British media still is looking. You know what we need on Saturday night? Good old song and dance, man. Like, here's what I've never said in my life. You know what I need to watch right now? A man singing and or dancing.
Yeah, unless it's in black and white, I'm not fucking interested.
Yeah. Also, it's just like, yeah. No. There was no sports references on the stream, Thomas.
Oh.
I mean, if just to sum up his career, his known fors on IMDb are something called.
Is that Mikhail Gorbachev?
No, that is Marcelo Bielsa. That is God.
Bielsa is God?
Bielsa is
God. No, Lemmy is God.
I think God wouldn't have died.
Say that to
Jesus.
Jesus.
Give Bielsa time. How about that?
Do you want to know what Lemmy Kilmister of Motorhead said when he was asked, how do you feel when people say Lemmy is God? He said, if I was God, I would have made myself taller.
Also, I think they're the only band who are on the Young Ones twice.
Motorhead?
I think it's Motorhead.
That's great. I know they're on a
musical guests.
Yeah.
Motorhead.
The Young Ones?
No.
I've never seen the Young Ones. I know of that era. I don't watch British TV on principle.
It's so insane. They just have, and now here's Dexys Midnight Runners. Just in the middle of an episode. It's amazing.
I mean, it's again, it reminds me of what I liked about British, sort of in my head of British TV up until a certain point seemed like it was literally like, if you can just get into the studio, they'll be like, all right, turn the camera on. We'll fucking see what this could be. And now it really doesn't seem, now it's like, is it both a panel show and a road show? Two people's parents need to be involved. And I can't stress this enough, and I must stress this. We need the host from The Chase to be factored in. Bradley Walsh needs more work.
What do you have against Bradley Walsh?
I don't know, but something.
I think he's probably the John Barrowman we deserve.
They had bands because they counted as light entertainment, not comedy, and got a bigger budget.
Yes, that's true.
That's great work. That's great work.
That's so funny. That's so fucking. That's how Alan Moore now gets around the comic code for his comics.
Because they're graphic novels.
They're porn.
They're porn.
After 2 series of our radio show, The Penny Dreadfuls got cancelled. And the comedy department stopped commissioning us. So our producer went, should we just try drama? So technically, for the last 9 years, we've been drama.
What do you mean?
Well, so the comedy commissioner wouldn't commission us to do anything, but we were allowed to pitch for drama projects. So
who's the us in this?
The Penny Dreadfuls. Yeah,
the Dreadfuls. Okay, sorry, yeah.
Because you did the 2 series that I ended up with from a certain downloading service on the internet.
Naughty.
It's unavailable to purchase. If there was a way to get them at the time, you're my friend. I would have purchased them so you got royalties. They're not putting it out. Well, then I'm stealing from the fucking stealing from the firm name. Because that was Aeneas Faversham, someone Faversham.
The brothers Faversham.
It was the brothers Faversham.
Aeneas Faversham was the original Fringe show, and there was a 3-year-long Batman joke, which no one got because the next show was Aeneas Faversham Returned and Aeneas Faversham Forever. Nice. And then we thought we'd try and do a Christmas show called Aeneas Faversham and a Robin.
Oh, did anyone get it?
No one got it.
Thank you very much for following Pearl Dan. Welcome to the Mystifers.
No, I don't think alerts are disabled in any way, but we can go to we'll go over to Trippy Stream, see if that works.
That is that's great, and I'm annoyed that no one ever mentioned it, and or that they didn't get it. The namings. I think that's a very fun thing to do.
Oh, you gotta do these things subtly, you know. Hey, there it is.
Hey, there he is. The Batman returns. That's
I was pretty sure that was going to come back.
Prolo Dan, welcome aboard, Prolo Dan.
Oh,
now, Tom, are you going to be
Germany?
Tom, are you going to be
delicious kebabs the other day?
It has waffle. Tom, are you excited about the Oscars at all, or are you only going to be here for pre-Oscar chat?
Are you going to watch the Oscars?
Him and Chris Martin are. I'm not insane.
What do you know? What broadcaster it's on in the UK? I might watch it.
I mean, I can't describe to you how much I don't know that.
Yeah,
it's crazy how I do not know that. Like it's an alarming amount of me not knowing that.
I think it's probably on Sky.
Do you have Sky?
No.
I just realized I don't know where I'm going to watch the Oscars.
CBS, baby.
Isn't it just on CBS? Yeah.
Yeah, CBS.
CBS
the Oscars on CBS.
It's amazing that me and Chris know where the Oscars is on in America, and John has no fucking interest.
It really sums up how interested people are in Britain. That's the
I don't know. It's the
Alex, I'm wearing a denim jacket because it's been brisk in my house / the Cove. So chilling.
Is that what you're calling COVID-19 now?
Oh no, I'm in the Cove.
No.
Oh wait, I need.
No, it's the Cove. It's literal. It's very literal. It's a Cove. It's a Cove. It's not a bay. It's not an isthmus. It's a Cove.
Is it an estuary?
Lovely word, Bats. I was once at a Kitson show, and he asked.
Oh, here we fucking go. Go ahead.
He asked the crowd. It must have been 2008. He asked the crowd, "What's your favourite word?" And I piped up, "Archipelago." I bloody love it. A lovely word.
Yeah,
and,
lovely.
He looked at me and went, "Decent word. And if I may say, you have the look of an explorer."
You know what's crazy, James Sutton? I actually have ExpressVPN and got it the other day. So if ExpressVPN is watching and wants to sponsor the Cove, you fucking tell them to get.
Here's my question: was this before or after you played football with Daniel Kitson?
Before.
Do you still play before COVID times? Did you play comedians football?
No, but because it was like a 3-hour round trip to play 2 hours of football.
Yeah.
That's the problem with London, man.
Well, so when I lived near Oval Station, it was one bus, so I would be there every fucking week without.
Yeah, I got invited to one I wanted to play, but South London, go fuck yourself.
I also got invited, but my main thing was I'm not good at football, and B, there are so many stories of people taking it way too seriously, and I'm just like, no. By the way, no one loves Oval.
Well, two things. A lot of people have made themselves much more creditable footballers over the course of playing in this game. A lot of people who were dog shit when they started got better. 2, there's only about 3 people who take it really seriously.
I mean, well, there's the one person who was no longer allowed to play because they took it too seriously.
Definitely private chat.
What?
Definitely private chat.
Tom, do you not know that story?
I don't think so. Do you know the story about the ambulance?
Tell that. No.
Slide tackle gone wrong?
No. It was the glass on the door. And it was locked, and someone did that, and then like slashed an artery in their wrist. And me and Lee Mack are both on the phone to the ambulance, and there's a lot of blood coming out, and it was about 45 minutes.
Whose wrist?
I don't know him. I can't remember.
Wait, you guys play indoor?
Depends which pitch is booked. Yeah.
Okay, that's crazy. That's a hockey injury.
It was.
That's hilarious.
It was insane because they were like, "Yeah, is he breathing? Yeah, yes, he's breathing, and yes, we're holding it. Yes, you need." It was 45 minutes before we got an ambulance there.
Fucking hell. They must have known something you didn't, which is that we don't really need blood. That conspiracy exposed, ladies and gentlemen. Blood is a myth. Don't worry about it.
It's the Hancock joke. A pint? That's very nearly an armful.
John, I'm loving that private chat information. That's great. That's great.
Yeah. No, okay. So I'm going to give up some information from that private chat. Monnery has never been at football.
Okay.
And
it was someone like that. Like it was like an old, feeble drunk that person apparently fucking thwacked, and they were like, "All right."
The only what's his name? You can tell I'm on the edge of drunk, can't you?
Edge.
Russell.
Kane,
one of the Russells.
Brand, Peters,
Howard. Russell Howard is the only person I've ever seen dive in a friendly game.
Wow.
Oh.
Like
for who? Do you have refs? Just for
it's always Zoltzman.
Yeah. Of course it is.
But he's playing as well, so he's always going to give the decision to his team. But
he does. That actually surprises me. Andy Zoltzman seems like a guy who's a straight shooter when it comes to these sort of information.
I'm not so sure.
Oh, did you finish reading the private chat, Tom? Don't read it out loud.
That's funny. That's
Oh,
great.
when it was on Twitter that day, I happened to be at a building that they may have something to do with,
Oh.
and I brought it up as a joke. And let me tell you, they were not laughing.
Not even on. Was it on stage or green room?
It was green room.
Real, and they couldn't take a. That's great. That's so funny.
No, that whole crew. I like everyone over there. Not good at jokes.
No, not playful. Not a playful bunch.
No.
Mm-mm. Very self-serious.
Yeah.
Sorry, who's the crew?
Like his
crew.
I don't know who they are.
Private chat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know anyone over there actually. Now.
For a comedian, you never actually play London clubs. I always assume I'm going to see you, but I never see you at London clubs. I only ever see you at or at Old Rope.
Yeah. I don't tend to put a lot of effort in to get booked.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that always frustrates me because I always think of it as going by someone not putting the effort in to get booked, and I'm subjected to being on a club weekend with not a fun, good comedian. Sometimes I then have to be with a motivated, annoying shit comedian, and I'm always like, no, because Tom and I could be having pints and laughing in an alleyway. Instead, I'm with fucking Jimmy Timgugh. Like,
you can just say Jimmy McGee. We know who you're talking about.
Yeah, listen, but Jimmy McGee's a great time to be on a club weekend with. Just no matter what he's moaning. We should be tripling. You wouldn't triple. I'd triple. Why do you have a triple? You should give me one of your gigs. I'm not giving you one of my gigs. I had a bunch of Edinburgh preview once, and he said, you should give me half of these. And I said, fine, but I get all the fees and you can do it so your show is good. And he's like, no, that's not how that works. And I went, yeah, that's how that works. That's exactly. Welcome to capitalism. Favorite moment in my life is when Jimmy McGee claimed to be a socialist. He said, I'm an old socialist. And I was like, first of all, you're not old enough to be an old socialist. Second of all, you're not a socialist.
No. Actually, I don't even know Jimmy, so I can't really tell you no, he isn't.
You've met him. He was at my wedding.
And he's not. And he's not.
Yeah. He's someone who thinks it's unfair certain people have gotten mock the week, and I agree with that. But it doesn't mean that that has anything to do with socialism. It has to do with
television unfair.
Yeah,
no.
But this is the thing I don't. And Tom, you don't have this, but there is a lot of English people that do have this perception that show business is a meritocracy, and I don't know where the meeting was or who decided it was a good idea to tell people that, but it was such bullshit.
I think there is a certain amount of the stand-up circuit that is meritocratic.
You're correct.
Because if you don't get the laughs, you're just not getting booked again.
Yeah.
But television, of course, it's just a fucking sausage factory.
Oh, but we also all know that comedy competitions are never rigged and are totally fair.
100%.
Have
we? Has everyone here won a comedy competition?
Nominated, thank you.
I'm a winner.
I won an award, and I've been in a couple finals of like new act ones. I was in a couple finals, and then I won an award last year. But
which? You won the Leicester one. That was good.
Yeah, that was good. I like that.
Nice.
Which one?
We were nominated for a Leicester one, I think, and they were like, "Will you come to the ceremony?" We're like, "What? Come back to Leicester?" No. Yeah. So we didn't win. I'm pretty sure.
That was. I mean, I remember asking my agent when I was nominated. I was like, "Do I have to fucking go to this?" Because I didn't think I was gonna win. I was like, "Don't make me go to this, right?" And they were like, "Nah, it'll probably be good for networking." And then COVID hit, and I was like, "Oh, this is so sweet."
So they had to do it on the value of the show.
Here's the thing: is I love Leicester during that comedy festival, and I always get tricked. Like I'm always like, I remember like going for gigs there in the off season, and be like, "This will be fun," and then you get there and you're like, "This is not fun."
No, it is not. But during the festival, absolute dream. It's like it's night and day. She puts on her glad rags in February.
It didn't used to be good.
It's fucking great now.
The festival, really? What was it like?
God, it was fucking horrible.
How? Why? How?
Yeah. It's literally, it's like, it's my favorite now next to Mac, obviously.
2007, I think it was. We like, we went and did it, and we were working up the new show, and they didn't tell us that you couldn't operate the sound and lights from the same place in the venue we were in.
All right. Well, now that doesn't sound like a problem with the festival. That sounds like a production issue. That's a venue production issue.
Yeah, but they should know that.
Yeah. I mean, especially if it's a sketch show, especially a sketch show with like you guys that were pretty.
We need a blackout. We need a fucking blackout. Because we don't have punchlines. Don't be ridiculous.
No, of course it's sketch. It's really funny in the middle, but the beginning and end are whoa. But we were just lucky that we had Idle there.
Got a bot.
That's your bot, Chris. That's your bot. That's your bot, Chris.
Got a bot.
Hey, I've always wanted to know this. Is that?
Sorry,
and now you'll never know.
Is that the same Idle that now takes a shitload of headshots? Yeah. Good.
Used to take a shitload of headshots. Stopped doing it because comics kept complaining about how much she charged them after they'd agreed to a price and she'd taken the pictures.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. She just retired from taking pictures of comedians because we're such monsters.
What are you talking about? That they would get upset after?
No, that's not the biggest problem she had. I don't think. I think the biggest problem she had was with comedy management companies who would commission her to, because she did the design as well.
Yeah.
She would take the photos and do the design, and then the amount of shit she would have to deal with of revisions when she's like, but I am right. And she was.
Yeah.
Almost always. She's got an amazing eye.
Yeah.
But wait, then what was but I never understood. This is the thing I always get very confused by, and this is a fucking inside baseball if we're ever getting to inside baseball. But when acts don't sit down with their poster and go, what do I want this to look like? Like the amount of people that are like, I don't care about the title or the look of the show. And I'm like, but those are things you can actually control. You can like the idea that the amount of posters I see that are overly serious for a stand-up show, I'm like, assholes, you're trying to sell like literally like do something
or insanely ugly.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I think in the context of Edinburgh, you can assume that people know that it's going to be comedy, so that you can push it somewhat.
I disagree. I absolutely disagree based on the amount of people I have seen coming out of shows going. It was a few times. It was a lot of, how do I say this? A lot of people going, oh, funnier than I thought the poster would make it. Or I've seen people look at a poster and go, why would I go see this? This doesn't look funny, which I know is really embarrassing, but it is true.
And when there's that much competition, you want a poster that A, brings people in for what you're going to do, and B, stands out compared to the other ones. And like there was one woman, I can't remember her name, but she had a poster that was like, this is going to be a sexy comedy show kind of thing. I think she was done up like a sexy school teacher or something like that. And then the whole show was clean comedy about her kids. And it was like, and she said people were so mad when they were leaving. She had like stag doos in.
Deliver on what the poster says. I think that's true.
Yeah.
But I do think you can have a series. And there was a Kitten poster.
Oh, here we fucking go.
What?
I thought Kitson didn't put posters out. He was too busy just being cool.
Also, you can't use Kitson as an example in anything because his like otherworldly style of fame flouts all convention.
Oh, so. I remember when Tom was just living in an island in the Maldives and suddenly Kitson was there and they had sex.
It was the Seychelles, actually.
Oh, was he gentle?
Yeah. I would picture actually Tom having a go on Kitson.
Yeah, me too. But, you know, he could push back. They're power bottoms.
Yeah. Oh, yes. He gets a lot of power from the bottom, of course. Yes.
Anyway, there's a Kitson poster, and it was black. It just said Daniel Kitson, and then a series of quotes. And I think it was 5, maybe. And the fourth one was, nobody could have not enjoyed this show. And the next one was a quote from the I think it was the Sunday Mail going, "I didn't like it."
Yeah, but like Richard says, that would sell out because it's Kitson. You know, he could do his own thing. That's like I saw a poster with Pasco 2 Fringes ago, and there were no quotes, no stars, just your name in the title and a nice picture. And I remember looking at it being like, that's where I want to get to. I want to get to the point where I don't have to have like these fucking strangers vouching for me on my material.
What's your favorite quote you use?
I mean, my favorite one is from Bruce Dessau, where he just mentioned me in a competition that I was in, and he said I was trying to look like Daniel Kitson. That's the best quote I ever got, obviously.
Mine one that I do use is fruity, befuddled, and increasingly melancholy.
Nice. Yeah. I feel like that's how your ex-girlfriends would describe their type, so that's perfect.
Mine is a shockingly good Kim Jong-il impression.
I've got another one. His hair is an objet d'art.
Ooh. Steve Bennett gave me managed to sidestep obvious racism.
Also, by the way, I'll have you all know the Kim Jong-un one. That is put on every poster I ever have commissioned, and then the ensuing fight between PR and promotion and me, and it always is just like every time it comes down to I will not have people like, what does that mean? You're wasting. And I'm like, and I've said it before, I'll say it again, going, it doesn't matter. People look at the stars, they don't read the quotes, and they go, have I seen this guy? Have I heard of this guy? Will go. That's they don't give a fuck.
No, I think if the design is good, they will read the quotes.
Yes. But once
if the eye is led to them, they will.
Yeah. But I still think it's a main thing of they need to have been able to see you. No, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like, the reason I do okay in Edinburgh is because I've been in Edinburgh for so many years.
Yeah.
Like,
you've got to follow.
Enough people have seen me in Edinburgh.
Yeah.
The kind of people who are going to Edinburgh, the kind of people who've been to Edinburgh, so they will have seen me.
Yeah, like this is the thing with Edinburgh in the end is it's a long game. Unless you're going over to and I say this to Americans all the time, I go, don't go over thinking you're going to be Dimitri Martin and just get nominated and sweep it. They're not going to do that. That was done because they thought Dimitri was coming back.
Yeah.
But like go over and either go, I'm learning how to do an hour. I'm going to get this hour tight, or go over to have the experience. But like if you're going over to build an audience, it's 3 to 5 years.
Yeah. I was just hitting that in the last one where it was suddenly like, oh, my shows are full. How did this happen? And they go, oh, we saw you at this 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool, great. And it's that,
whenever, and it happens very much. Comedians go, why do you run around to so many shows? And it's because I literally have seen. I can literally show you on the ticket, on the sales tickets, they'll go up. And there's certain shows, best of the fest assembly rooms daytime and best of the fest nighttime. You want to sell out your run, you get one of those, boom, taken care of.
Wow.
Yeah. That's, I would say, I literally think if there was a way to sell tickets immediately after a show, just do that and you wouldn't need posters and flyers.
That's why I can't flyer for myself, so I only do spots and then I exit flyer those, because I can't guarantee to people that they'll have a good time at my show. I find it impossible because I feel like I'm lying to them. And so I'll just go be funny and then be like, you already like me, come on down.
Well, look, that's why I did started doing the hand-drawn flyers for solo shows, is because it inverts the power relationship between you and the flyee. That's the correct word. So I'm not going to give this to you unless you're going to come.
Yeah. I drew this, you prick.
This is important to me.
Yeah.
And
wait. And do you? I've never actually. I knew that you've done that. You've done that for years because you started doing that with Gentlemen is the -1.
I think.
What?
Yeah.
2015.
Yeah.
Because that was the year we were doing it. Those are in the year like the big trial year. Because trial was like for me was like 2014 started, but 2015, 2016.
I'd already started doing handmade flyers before that year. That 2015 was when I became militant about it.
Yeah, like it was the thing you did.
Yeah.
Have you been confronted by any weirdos that have all of your hand-drawn flyers in like a...
No. But I've been reminded by lovely people who have them like up in their houses.
That's nice.
Ooh.
That's nice.
Which is lovely.
There's
use leaved flyer. Interesting.
I just wanted to say I can't believe I've never heard this line before, but Alex said 3 stars, but read the room like a 4. I think that is fantastic.
That's lovely.
What is the one thing of the Edinburgh Festival you do? What's the one thing that everyone likes about Edinburgh that you do not like? Or what's one thing about Edinburgh that you do like that everyone doesn't like?
Tom Tuck for both.
Yeah, both is Tom Tuck. The rude audience at ACMS. I would say I love the pressure of it. I like the finality of it that everyone else thinks. Oh, that's an actual review quote from an Hastings room.
No.
Is it? What review? What review? I don't read my reviews, so I don't know.
Joking. She's joking with us again. She's a funny lady's our Alex Watson.
Because I assume Chris bets you don't read reviews. Tom Tuck, I think you do.
Yeah, no.
I do because I make them into a joke. So every review I get, I tweet the most ridiculous bit of it I can with a link to the review. So it just becomes a game for me.
I don't read them because I remember when I was doing the Reserve, I was talking to Phil Jarrett, and he talked about a review that he got where it like got into his bones because the reviewer didn't talk about the show or the his skill. It was a thing about him that he didn't know about himself. And he's like not sure if it's true or not, but it was like now he couldn't stop thinking about it. And he's like, I can't change that. That's just me. And so I stopped reading it because of that. And then, but my wife reads them all the time. She can't help but read them. And so if it's useful, we got a nice system. She goes, if it's a good review, then she'll be like, you should read this because they got the show and they say something interesting about it. And otherwise she's like, they didn't get it at all. Don't bother. The one that I got last year was so funny where it was like, well, not last year, but it was a show about questions. And I specifically say, I don't have any answers in the show. And in the review, she was like, a lot of great questions. No answers though. I was like, cool. Great work. Thank you very much.
So another quote I do still use is from Broadway Baby. And let me tell you, the first time the Penny Dreadfuls didn't get 5 stars from Broadway Baby, we didn't give a shit. But it was 4 years in. But this 19-year-old Cambridge undergraduate called Laura.
This is going to be very, very bitter. Go ahead, Thomas.
Yeah, you remembered her name.
Yeah. As soon as you said her university and name, I was like, oh no, Tommy's in a weird place.
But it was
Thomas.
But it was. No, to be honest, I was absolutely delighted because it was the first 1 star I'd ever got in my solo career, and which meant I'd got the full gamut.
Oh, so you can do the. I've always wanted it.
Well, all the way through.
I've never gotten a 1. That's my problem.
Either.
I got the rest.
Yeah. So I hadn't had a 1 until and this was 2017, I think.
Is this for August Institution?
An August Institution, yeah.
Yes.
And the key quote is non-Muslim, and I don't know how many years Laura spent living in a Muslim country, but I've spent 6 years living in a Muslim country. So I think slightly more allowed to talk about it than she is to judge me about whether I'm allowed to tell jokes about it.
Is this the thing where you ask the audience to guess the pillars of Islam?
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember that.
it's fair, isn't it?
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah,
Because
it's a fun
none
bit.
of them know.
Yeah.
Tom Tuck's stand-up show in August Institution opens with an extended maths joke, which sets the tone for an hour of fairly
numbers?
niche humor.
Is this the actual review?
Yeah. What do you think we're doing here?
I forgot that you were bastards.
In this territory, Tuck is at his best. A geeky, somewhat odd approach to comedy works well for him. I don't like this at all. This is not written well. That's right, guys. I hope you're all sat down. This review is not written well. How exciting would it be if we scrolled up and it just said Alex Watson at the buy and it's waiting for it to go on? Particularly problematic moments include a gag that belittles and disregards the seriousness of alcoholism as an illness, and another that generalizes that all Uber drivers are immigrants. That's not the. I know this joke, and I've heard this as a lovely argument.
It's a diatribe.
No, the joke is about how you guess the pronunciation and location of all Uber drivers you get.
Yeah.
But if you got an Uber driver's name and the Uber driver's name was
Alex, I go, maybe you're from Wiltshire.
Yeah,
You know, it's so fundamentally befuddled, this review.
Yeah. Let's keep going. This latter skit grew from an idea the idea that Tuck likes being right, claiming to have a talent for guessing the driver's nationalities based on their names. But here, Tuck really gets it wrong. Why does the font change, by the way?
I have no idea about Broadway Baby's policy on this.
Quite a considerable portion of the show's material centers on Islam, including the show's big reveal. But its inclusion in the show comes across as gratuitous, capitalizing on topical politics without really saying anything. Many comics this year at the Fringe are, unsurprisingly, addressing ISIS and talking about Islam, some in important ways, such as British-Kurdish comedian Kay Kurd. But Tuck, a white non-Muslim comedian, how does she know you're non-Muslim, is ill-positioned to make half the jokes he does. Wait? When he quizzed the audience on the 5 pillars of Islam, it struck a jarring chord. It was unclear why this was such a focus on a show alongside anecdotes such as about DJing a midday roller disco. What are the 5 pillars of Islam? Also, what's up with this DJing a midday roller disco going to you, Thomas?
Which question do you want me to answer first?
Well, okay, can I add another question to it? And that was, how did you incorporate the 5 pillars into your midday DJ sets?
Yeah.
I didn't. The midday DJ set was about Prince and Bowie.
Wrong. Bad idea.
So
Why?
we'll start with the 5 pillars. We'll get those out of the way.
Okay. Well, so it's Ramadan. Can't remember the Arabic name for it, but the tithe, so 10% of your income should go to charity, and specifically Muslim charities. Then there's the Hajj. Then there is a prayer 5 times a day, and the 5th. Oh shit!
Come on, Tuck. Your credibility. If you get this wrong, then Laura wins.
Bros before hoes, I believe. I believe it's bros before hoes.
Then you shouldn't be pressing me on the 5th. It's just respect for God. Sorry.
Fair enough.
It is just respect for God.
Respect.
And
I'd be really surprised if you have anyone in your chat who could correct me.
The Mail on Sunday's branding as Tuck as the next David Mitchell led me to expect some erudite political commentary blended in with the silliness of Tuck's clown-like character. Previously part of the Penny Dreadfuls, Tuck is now in his 4th foray into solo comedy at the Edinburgh Fringe, which his set ran slightly short on a suggestion from an audience member. He performed a snippet of material from a previous show. Tom Tuck. What? I want to know what this is.
Did you do that every day?
Yeah.
No. It was just it was quite a weird and rambling show. and if I'd got to the point where I needed to do the big like reveal at the end, and I'd finished all the material, because sometimes I did, I went, any requests? And then that night, clearly, someone said yes. So I did a bit from an old show before I did the bit which I'm not going to say on stream, but I believe I've told you both privately what it was.
Chris saw
Private
it,
chat?
and then he told me. I think I know what it was.
But I'm not going to say what it is. But I do believe I put in all the architecture for that bit to be allowed, but I'm not going to publicly say it.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Was she insufferable? I don't know how to. Old man Chris is getting tired. Chris, are you getting tired?
I am. I'm getting sleepy.
Aw.
I've played a lot of Civilization today.
Oh, which one?
6. It's the only one I got.
I've been getting into 6 since the argument. The other was it last week?
Nice.
Was it on this very stream? Or was this?
It was on this very stream. No.
Twas with Chaz.
Oh, where was I? I was somewhere.
Yes, you went away and told us to talk about something, so we talked about Civ.
Where did I go?
I think you were late. You were late, and so they were brought on. Yeah.
I think I was doing physio.
Yes. Oh yeah, David Hoare got a fucking earful that day from Chaz.
Chris, have you won a game yet?
No, but I've only I keep starting them just to get the hang of.
Yeah, exactly. But I've lost twice. Have you lost yet?
I haven't finished one. I lost one to Chaz, but I haven't finished a game. And even the one with Chaz, we just called it because he could have beaten me twice already, and then decided to go for a science victory. So I lost. Yeah. But it's very fun, and I'm going to play it again with Chaz on stream. And if you want to play a game on stream, that would be very welcome.
It was the phone call from the government money people. Interesting. There's so much stuff that happens on this very stream. I got to tell you, I am not excited for the Oscars, but I am excited that I made coffee before this stream started, like right before, as the treat. As is, I may also pop to the window for a little.
So there's a podcast I guest on.
Now you're just dropping all sorts of names. You guessed on a podcast, Thomas?
Jesus Christ, Tom. Come on, man. How much longer until we have to pay you to come on here?
Oh, that's a good point. Have they paid me for this time?
What podcasts are paying people?
And the podcast that asked you to listen to all of their episodes and write a quiz for them.
No.
Jesus.
No.
I hope they pay you.
Yes, again. What podcast is this?
Best Pick podcast. I'm the Christmas quiz master, but I have to listen to all of their episodes and do a lot of research to write the fucking quiz. Anyway, Tom Selinsky, host of the show, thinks Mank is an absolutely terrible film and can't understand how it's been nominated for any Oscars.
I have not seen any of the movies that are nominated for an Oscar. I don't know any of them at all. And I'm supposed to have filled out my ballot for when Chris Martin joins us in 13 minutes. So
bring in the ballot, John. Let's fill that fucker out.
Usually, I would be at Tom's house right now filling out a ballot.
Because do you watch it every year, Tom?
Well, it's a fun party at Tom's house.
Yeah.
Which Tom?
Tom Selinsky and Deborah Francis White.
I've never, I don't think I've ever actually met Deborah Francis White. Fun fact.
Really?
Well, she doesn't gig, so
yeah,
ACMS would have been the only crossover, probably.
Yeah, and I just don't think she was ever there. Like, I just don't feel like I'm ever going to get booked on The Guilty Feminist.
Probably not.
Yeah, known misogynist John Hastings will not be welcome.
Noted wolf whistler John. I'm old school with my wolf whistling. Just
John calls all women chica. Hastings.
Yeah. Hola, chica.
I think you should start a rival podcast called the Unapologetic Misogynist.
Yeah. And we have the same guests. Welcome to the unapologetic. Welcome to the Unapologetic Misogynist. We welcome Sarah Pascoe and Desiree Birch. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Sophie Hagen. Sophie, welcome aboard.
No longer welcome on The Guilty Feminist.
Is she not?
Dumped her.
No
So you
comment.
remember that? Sophie Hagen walked away. It started to get big. Sophie thought she was too big for her britches. Walked away. Thought it was going to languish. Deborah leveled it up.
Oh, interesting. I had no idea about that. Chris is quietly the bigger misogynist. Tom, do you know some information that we don't?
No comment.
Put it in the private chat, you son of a bitch.
Private
You
chat,
dirty greasy drunk.
Son of a bitch. You know the
You're
goddamn
having red
rules.
wine and now you're having white wine. What are you doing? Get with the fucking truth. Let's go. Come on. Don't make me call you Chiquita. Come on, Chiquita. By the way, I knew that I was going to call him Chiquita as soon as I started in on that sentence, and it took all that I am not to laugh because I thought that was very like I even thought that was funny before. Just oh man, there's like that's up there. That's up there with a guy who's been through an explosion showing up to tell you there's been an explosion. Just gets me every time. It exploded. The end of August Institution was about BTS gossip for the Guilty Feminist podcast. All right, let me get this ballot. We're going to fill out this ballot. That'll be 10 minutes. Chris can go to bed. Tom will get drunk, smoke cigarettes, piss in his own mouth, and kill himself. And
Pow, 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 pow.
Wow. Time to decide.
Correct, Tuck. Correct. Read the private chat. Wow. Yeah. Cool. So, John, best film. Go.
What are the options?
Oh, he didn't have his phones in. John, best film. Go. 8 minutes and 30 seconds. Let's do this.
Best film isn't the top. The first one is actor in leading role.
Okay, that one.
That really tells you Hollywood's priorities, doesn't it?
Yeah, Riz Ahmed, Sound of Metal, Chadwick Boseman, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, Anthony Hopkins, the father, Gary Oldman, Mank, Stephen Yeun Minori. I'm saying it's Chadwick Boseman because he's dead.
Probably Chadwick Boseman. I think Anthony Hopkins might deserve to win for what looks like the saddest movie of all time.
I think Hopkins is going to win. Yeah,
I'm saying it's Chadwick Boseman. Actor in supporting role: Sacha Baron Cohen, Trials of Chicago 7, Daniel Kaluuya, Judas and the Black Messiah, Leslie Odom Jr., One Night in Miami, Paul Raci, Sound of Metal, Lakeith Stanfield, Judas and the Black Messiah. I don't know.
Kaluuya for sure.
Lakeith Stanfield is really fucking good, but I think it'll be David Kaluuya.
I have not seen that movie. I don't know what it's about, but I want.
It's about the Black Panthers. Huey P. Newton. Yeah.
Ooh.
And
the agent that the FBI put in to take him down.
Which one? At a certain point, their membership was more FBI agents than it was actual members.
They just picked one.
Oh,
I haven't seen it all, but the astonishing bits I've seen.
I mean, I want to give it to Sacha Baron Cohen because I have seen that movie, but his accent as Abby Hoffman was woeful.
Really weird. Yeah. It's Daniel Kaluuya.
All right, we'll go on Daniel Kaluuya. Actress in a leading role: Viola Davis, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom; Andra Day, The United States versus Billie Holiday; Vanessa Kirby, Pieces of a Woman; Frances McDormand, No Man Land; Carey Mulligan, Promising Young Woman. I mean, Promising Young Woman has gotten a lot of love,
but it's not an Oscar movie. It's Viola Davis.
I was going to say Viola Davis, but Carey Mulligan hasn't got a Oscar yet and deserves one, but so does Viola Davis.
Yeah, and this isn't the one that Carey Mulligan will get it. This is a different movie.
Yep, fair enough.
Frances McDormand shouldn't get it because that's like part documentary. Nomadland. Yeah.
I don't know what it is. He's saying, but I don't think Frances McDormand hasn't gotten the Oscar yet, right?
Yes, she has.
Yes, she has.
Okay, well then I'm going to go Viola Davis, and I don't know what that movie is. Actress in a supporting role. I'm not reading out the rest of them because it's going to be Maria Baklova for Borat's subsequent movie film.
Cool.
Fine.
Yeah. Hang on, though. I just checked the private chat so I can get this information. Yeah, well, we all sort of knew that, Tom. And also, by the way, I want you to know the Oscars are on ABC and not CBS, so you both can suck my asshole.
I'm sorry that I have to get that close to your asshole.
Boo.
Official
Boo,
ballot.
asshole.
An animated feature film: Onward, Over the Moon, A Shaun the Sheep movie, Farmageddon, Soul, or Wolfwalkers. It's going to be Soul.
Soul. It's going to be Soul. But Onward was great. I don't know if you guys watched that. Give it a watch. Very, very fun.
We only have 6 minutes, Chris. Judas and the Black Messiah. This is for cinematography. Judas and the Black Messiah, Mank, News of the World, No Man Land, The Trial of the Chicago 7.
Mank will win. I think it should either be Nomadland or Judas.
All right. Costume design: Emma, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, Mank, Mulan, Pinocchio.
Can't be Mulan because they use slaves. They use concentration camp slaves. So
did they really? They used the Uyghurs?
It was made like right there.
What?
Yeah. Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. Period piece.
Sure. I don't know what Ma Rainey's Black Bottom is.
Early blues band. Ma Rainey was an incredible early blues artist.
I don't care.
It's a biopic.
Directing: it's another round. Mank, Minari, No Man Land, Promising Woman. I'm giving this to Mank because it's David Fincher and I'd like him to win an Oscar.
All right.
He's already won an Oscar.
Yeah, but I want him to have another one. I love David Fincher. What did he win an Oscar for?
Was
it Aliens 3?
I think he won for script for Panic Room.
But then it's not. He didn't win for Panic Room.
Did he not?
Yeah, that's right. I said it. Best Picture: The Father, Judas and the Black Messiah, Mank, Minori, No Man Land, Promising Young Women, Sound of Metal, The Trial of Chicago 7. I am going to go out on a limb here and say it's going to be The Trial of the Chicago 7.
I don't think that's a bad guess.
I think you're underestimating how much Hollywood loves a movie about Hollywood.
I think it's going to be The Father.
It's supposed to be incredible. I'll never watch it. It looks heartbreaking.
I'm going Trial of Chicago 7.
Breaking my heart. I love breaking my heart.
I can't stand it. I can't stand it.
Yeah, no thank you.
What's that movie? The Bjork movie.
Dancer in the Dark?
Yeah.
Oh, that movie fucked me up, bro.
Yeah. But like I will deliberately watch that every 3 or 4 years.
What are you talking about?
Just to break myself again.
How many times have you watched Requiem for a Dream, you psychopath?
Twice.
That's a one-time only movie.
The first time I genuinely thought I was like drunk afterwards. Like because of the cutting style. Like I watched that when I was 17, I think. First time.
The only good thing that came into my life from Requiem for a Dream is this idea that my friend and I had where, you know what, the ass to ass scene?
Of course.
The ass to ass. That weird dude. We just pictured it would be very funny if it was like an 8-year-old boy and he went butts to butts. That's it. Just that fun image. The rest of that movie can go fuck itself. But butts to butts is very funny.
That movie's amazing.
It is amazing. You need to only watch it once.
Yeah. It's a nightmare.
Well, difference between us, isn't it? So
no, it's not. I'm right.
I feel the need to self-flagellate. Did I tell you I was brought up Catholic?
What's interesting is what the fuck?
Leeds.
Holy
What's your team song? Tuck?
March it on together. It's really shit.
Nice.
Sorry.
Sam Shaver, classic non-Muslim.
How much do you think YouTube TV is?
$10,
$64 a month.
Fuck you. Wait, what do you get with it though? Because it's not just YouTube. That'll be with channels.
Presumably, you get all the what used to be Google Play film access.
Yeah, you get like Google Play access. You get a bunch of actual channels. It's very strange.
That's so much money. I wouldn't pay $64 a month to watch anything. There's nothing that I can think of to watch. I'd much rather just do paper mache.
Oh, it's so much total today. I just realized because I had no way of watching the Oscars. That's why I was doing it, because I was like, wait a minute, how am I going to watch the fucking Oscars? If
ABC, was it ABC? They'll broadcast it live online, won't they?
Nope.
Crazy.
Well, you don't have telly.
I do, but I don't have it in this room.
Oh, you don't have basic cable in that room.
No.
Could you move the computer?
No.
Then good luck.
I just signed up for a free trial, and let me tell you what's getting canceled the second the Oscars are done.
That reminds me, I need to cancel my WWE.
You certainly do.
Yeah. I'm not going to watch it. I'm not going to watch it. Do you need to invite Chris in?
Is he here?
I don't know. I can't see.
I gave him the link.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Well, I'm going to say goodbye.
Where are you going to go? We haven't finished filling out my ballot yet.
Well, I'm going to have
Oh,
then consider whether I'm going to watch the Oscars.
But if you're going to watch the Oscars, watch it with me on this.
he makes a good point. I'm not going to watch the Oscars, which is why I'm leaving. But if I was watch it, I wouldn't be a selfish friend.
Also,
and
we
not
need
be on the stream, Tuck.
Can we see the snack table and
you want a quick snack table before
we need a snack table update, and then I need original song "Fight for You," Judas and the Black Messiah. Hear My Voice, Charles Chicago 7, Huskovic, Eurovision Song Contest.
Wait, hold on. Sorry, it went too fast. One more time. What? I don't even know what category this is.
Original song.
Okay.
Fight for You, Judas and the Black Messiah, Trial of Chicago 7, Eurovision Song Contest, The Life Ahead, or One Night in Miami. Which one do you think had the best original song?
One Night in Miami. Sure.
I'm going with Huskovic, Eurovision Song Contest. Original score: Da Five Bloods, Mank, Minari, News of the World, Soul.
Probably
Soul. Yeah, it was John Baptiste.
Makeup and hairstyling: Emma, Hillbilly Elegy, Ma Rainey's, and Black Bottom. Mank, Pinocchio. I'm going to go with Ma Rainey.
Yeah, no idea.
International film, feature film, Another Round, Better Days Collective, The Man Who Sold His Skin, Covidas Aida.
The last one.
I agree.
Yeah.
Film editing: The Father, No Man Land, Promising Young Women, Sound of Metal, The Trial of Chicago 7.
Nomadland, because it was filmed as a documentary and they turned it into a film.
How did they do that?
I'm not totally sure. I read just enough to know kind of what it is, but not enough to totally understand it.
All right, we can't bring Chris is here. We can't bring him in yet because I'm still filling out my ballot. Chris, I can see you. Can you see me or hear me? Chris Martin. Nod your head or shake your can. Yes, you can. Well, he's going to find out some of them. It's fine then. I'll bring him in. It's fine if you know who my Oscar picks are. Is that correct, Chris?
Hey, Chris.
I haven't. Hey, mate. How are you?
Not bad.
I haven't even looked at. I don't even know any of the movies. I haven't done anything. I don't think it matters, John. This is a stream. There's no rules.
Can you also send me your YouTube TV login information?
No, you have to sign up for a free trial.
God,
I saw the text and I purposely ignored it, and I thought all other grown-ups. I'm not even expecting you to pay for it. Do what all other cheap grown-ups do and sign up for a free trial, then cancel it. And if you cancel it immediately, in case you're worried about it, it will still give you the week, but you can cancel it. You can literally sign up and then cancel it.
So I think
I
can leave. Here's the snack table.
Yeah, I want to see the snack table first.
Jesus.
Oh, the cookie pile has really grown.
This is my white men can't jump hat. Just showing my support for any buddy movie in the awards.
Yeah, I was going to say, you got a real stripe thing going on today, Chris.
I've gone. I thought about wearing a tux or a suit, and then I realised, no, that's way too much effort. But this is a little nod to cinema, little cinema nod.
I mean, we wore suits for WrestleMania, so
you did well. Well, I saw you wore suits to WrestleMania, so you can't also wear a suit. You have to wear wrestling attire to this. Really, you should just be in tiny lycra pants with an elbow pad for watching the Oscars.
I want you to know, because Chris is being, and this is very much of a Chris Martin move, just unnecessarily complicating my life by not just giving me the fucking password to his YouTube.
No, can I actually? I'll tell you why. Actually, if it was my YouTube TV, I would happily give it to you. But I'm offered it by a friend.
There you go. Tried to shame him by being what you are. Classic gay Republican move.
Yeah, classic Woody Harrelson move. Typical white man being so white.
I hustled another guy out of it. No, because is that weird in this world we live in now, when we don't all own every streaming thing? We have one where we are the friend of someone on it. And then the rule I never break is I never.
No, you can't give it.
If I'm the sharer, if I'm the recipient, I don't pass it on, because that's how people get busted.
Has anyone ever done that? Has anyone passed on? Like, you've been given your like a Netflix login, and then you give someone else the Netflix login?
Oh, I bet there's some people out there just to try and make friends have done that. And then
that's a war crime.
John, I'm going to go.
Baldy. Tom, nice to see you.
I didn't see the snack table. Can you show it to me? I was too busy trying to send it for a. Oh, holy shit!
Very nice.
That's very good.
John, I just rated you. I should have rated you 10 minutes ago. I had so many more viewers, and then they all left in the last 10 minutes
because you were like, "I'm leaving."
I think so. Yeah. So, but you got some. They're all over there. Hi, folks. I'm still here. But now you're on John's channel. You're going to watch the Oscars. It's going to be a wonderful time.
I wish to die.
Is it just going to be me and John?
Yeah, I'm going to go because this is a fool's errand.
I've invited some people.
I invited Dave Waite, and he said he might come, and that's all I did for admin. Carl Donnelly might come, but he's been very non-committal. Just because he's got a fucking baby, he thinks he can just.
Did you send Dave Waite the link? I sent Julia and Matt the link because I feel like they're good for an Oscar chat.
Let me I'll send him the link right now.
Very good. Chris, Tom, we let you go.
Pleasure as always, everybody. Good to see you, Chris. Girls. Have a wonderful stream.
Yeah, lovely to see you, mate. Lovely to I feel like real radio DJs. Well, that was Chris Betts, everyone, during the evening
passing
shift
up
now.
Passing off to the Oscar shift.
Yeah.
I'll be back tomorrow with your drive time entertainment.
Yeah.
And remember, Chris, I'll see you tomorrow at midnight for Midnight Madness, and I will be coming from a weed podcast. So let's see what my energy level is.
Sorry, just before you go, Chris, am I getting this right? You don't give a fuck about wrestling, yet you'll go to a midnight wrestling watching thing, and you also don't give a fuck about the Oscars, yet you won't do the Oscars.
Yeah, wrestling is so fun and stupid that I will happily stay up and talk shit about that. And we didn't talk about it at all.
I do not remember one match, and we watched the whole thing.
Yeah.
Are you scared to sort of slag off the Oscars because you've got a few screenplays written, and at some point you'd like to be someone at the Oscars, like me?
It's actually because I was heavily involved in Ma Rainey's Black Bottom.
I thought so. Yeah.
I was her bottom. I played that. I was tucked up.
I have heard that is a very good movie, actually. But a lot of them, literally, even though I write, actually, me and my wife just finished writing a first attempt at a movie.
Nice.
It definitely won't get nominated for an Oscar because
is it about a couple that breaks up because they try to write a movie together?
Yeah, it's about mixing work and pleasure, and how that causes one of the people to be murdered horrifically. No, but just what generally gets nominated for Oscars is normally, I don't know if any of these are normally a biopic, something about a famous old person that'll normally get something to do with race, which is good to keep that dialogue going. Yeah. Or just someone with a disability, Sound of Metal. He's deaf, right?
Yeah.
Chris knows more about these than we already did. That's very funny.
And Mank, all I think of is someone from Manchester, and I don't know anything else about that. I haven't looked into.
Well, when you watch it, you are in for a big surprise, my friend.
So, what? How many have you watched on this list then, Betts?
None, not a single one. I just
right.
I just pay attention to movie news.
You don't need to watch them when we've got your finger on the pulse of movie news.
That's right. I just sit outside the ivy and eavesdrop.
I mean, if we don't vote, you want to leave, and I'm keeping you here, and I'm enjoying it because you keep trying to leave, and I keep talking at you. Okay, right. That was one way to get out. John, I haven't done my list. I haven't even looked at my list. I assume we're definitely going for Chadwick Boseman for actor in a leading role.
Oh, yes, mate.
There would be a lot of is streaming at the same time as Hastings again. I know. Brouhaha about that if he didn't win. Gary Old. What is Mank? I need to IMDb what Mank is about. Can we just base the predictions on IMDb scores? Surely that's going to be.
Here's my question: how do I cancel YouTube TV?
Do you get an email from them?
Not yet.
Have you never done a sign up for a free thing and then cancel? See, like Mank.
Of course I have. I've done it the amount of times I've done it.
Here's why the Oscars is not for the people. Mank's got a 6.9 on IMDb from 56. Ted Lasso's got 8.4, and Ted Lasso is very enjoyable. But like, I mean, it's a TV show, so you can't nominate it. Hang on, 6.9 for Mank, right? Nominated for many Oscars. Let me think of another movie that's what's White Men Can't Jump got?
I mean, I love that you're immediately
6.8. 0.1 below, not a single Oscar nomination for White Men Can't Jump. And that is the problem with the Academy Awards. It doesn't take in enough different categories. That yes, mate, was the most English you've ever sounded.
I mean, I find it... no, shut up. I hate YouTube. YouTube TV can fuck off. I really
hope you can't cancel it and you end up paying $65 a month. It is good though if you like the TV show Below Deck, which I do like.
I mean, I can't believe that anyone would pay $65 a month for what is basically just television you get for free.
No, but those are the channels you don't get for free, right? On YouTube TV. There's sports channels and stuff. No.
Yeah,
I think it's like
so much. That's so much money.
David, I'm very good, thank you. Thanks for asking. I'm eating pistachio nuts.
Good.
I'm in a. Do you know what I saw, John, today? And I.
Now, Chris,
when someone's.
Go ahead.
What was that noise?
It was me touching the mic with my face. So I was getting my orange pen that goes with my orange hat, so I can finish filming down.
I'm good, thanks, David. I saw something today that I don't know what this means in terms of the pandemic, where we're at on it, whether it's nearly ended or anything. But we drove past just now a man walking his pet goat on Sunset Boulevard.
No, you didn't.
I did. Hands.
A goat?
We walked past a man walking a goat, right? Drove past a man. Yep. That's why I brought her in.
I mean, that's very
corroborate.
Good, so it's also always weird.
Is this streaming on my Twitch? Is this streaming on my Twitch? Oh, funny. I didn't even realize.
Let's see how many viewers you brought.
Have I brought any viewers? I go on Twitch.
You got 5 viewers, my friend. You brought us 5. Coming in from Mitchell Jones. Yes.
Give Mitchell it up Jones, to the people, the dedicated people.
A bit more of a regular streamer. You pop over to me. That's John Hastings Comedy. Give me yourself a follow. Have yourself a nice time.
Who are these people? Hi, guys. Hans Hype. These are followers of Hans. Yeah, we saw a man walking a pet goat with a leash. And that's you know the pandemic's winding down when someone's emboldened enough to be walking a goat on a street.
We've just entered quite possibly the most terrifying phase. Documentary short film, Chris. Are you going Colette? Concerto is a conversation. Do not split. Hunger Ward or a song for Latasha? I'm going a song for Latasha.
Hang on. Where are you at? Where are you at? Where's that?
Documentary short subject. I thought we weren't revealing.
Yeah, no. Yeah. Are we not going to reveal it? But surely,
as we were going through, we reveal it to see who wins. Is how I thought we were doing it, but clearly we're not doing that.
Do you know what we did? I sent it to you. We didn't do any planning.
No.
But what I think we should do is we should debate it, put it down, because I think if you don't tell people, it's a surprise. Like I'm not gonna be influenced by you. Okay, actor in a supporting role is going to Daniel Kaluuya. I'm putting that because he's good and everyone really likes him.
Well, hilariously.
Okay, we'll probably have similar ones. Actress in a leading role. You'd be hard pushed to look past Viola Davis.
I want you to know, by the way, in the Oscars Spotlight pre-show, there is a woman singing. Chris, I go to you. There's a woman singing.
Yeah, I can see a woman singing. She's singing.
Please
Sounds
don't play
nuts.
that. Please don't play that. Please don't play that.
Will we get banned?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So we're just gonna watch the Oscars with the sound off and just see from the thing.
But you put it on your headphones so you can hear it in one ear, and then
John,
they can't hear it in the other. That's how you do it.
Chris is notoriously anti-women singing.
Yeah, this is something that has been brought up a lot. Is Chris is not a fan of the old Galaroos.
Who? Chris Betts.
Oh yeah, Chris Betts. Also, people, we didn't turn off Chris Betts' stream.
Great.
Can't tell. Hang on.
We can slander him. We can tell him. No, leave him on there, mate. I'm going Viola Davis. I just like her name. I was maybe Kerry Mulligan. No, hang on. No, cancel. Ignore that. Frances McDormand is going to win that because she wins things and is good at acting. Actress in a supporting role.
Go ahead.
I'm going to go with, I've not seen the movie, but Yu Jung Yaun. I'm going to go with that.
I've got Maria Baklava-Volova of Borat's subsequent movie film.
Right. Here's my thing with Borat. I watched it as it's probably the only one here I've actually watched. That's Hans. Just my wife trying to do stuff. I watched what does I say? I watched Borat, and it was all right, but I did find it funny at the end how Sacha Baron Cohen said, "Now please vote." Like he thought that he thought his movie was going to change people's voting preferences, and I don't think it did. I think if you were a Republican who liked Trump, and I just spat on the screen, you'd have thought, "Fuck this guy, he's mean." And if you were going to vote Democrat, you're going to vote Democrat anyway. But I liked the,
but it is, again,
I enjoyed the self-importance,
the self-importance. This is a lefty, self-important event.
It's supposed to be good in Chicago 7, according to.
Have you not seen that movie?
And I haven't seen that. I don't.
I think you'd like it.
Okay. But I live with a woman that only wants to watch dumb action films, more so than me.
I mean, how did you feel about Mortal Kombat?
I mean, let's make this the Mortal Kombat stream. One of just so dumb, as in, it's just one big long fight. Why didn't